Should be going live now. Yes, 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 yes. We're live, people. We are live for the first episode of the Blue Coalition. The show is gonna be about everything blue. This
Everything blue, yes.
Your host African King here with AK4P. Chelsea talking. We're gonna be talking about all things football, but mainly around Chelsea and City. Obviously, the other clubs we'll talk about as well, but I think the big thing so far has been probably the Club World Cup and then some transfers as well. But AK, how you doing?
Oh, I'm all good, man. Yeah, it's just, it's been kind of hot lately. Huh.
Oh yeah, definitely,
Yeah.
definitely. The
Oh yeah, it definitely has
weather's been
been
an
hot.
issue.
Yeah, peak summer in it. Oh, bloody hell.
Anything
Yeah, well,
else?
anyways, anything else? I mean, I know rival fans are just already what? Rival fans are already enjoying seeing us crash out of the Club World Cup to Al Hilal, and I don't give a damn. Let I don't give a damn though. Let them say what they. I mean, let them celebrate for now. Let them celebrate for now because
Okay.
these man, yeah, yeah, because these men have been closely keeping an eye on our games and when we lose. So you know what? Keep it. Keep doing that.
I've been one of them. Obviously, we're the only two England teams in the competition. Obviously, Chelsea being the only team left. But before before we really get into my team, I want to know how you felt about the game, the tactics, the starting lineup. Is there anything you think Pep should have done better? Kind of everything around that game against Al Hilal.
Um, I mean that. I mean, not many things to talk about though. I mean, look, as an attacking line going forward, we were looking dangerous when we're on the ball and when we're on the attack. But I have to say, when it comes to our defense, it's major. I mean, some yeah. When it comes to our defense, we still continue to concede silly goals, and that's what and that's the real issue here for my club. I mean, yeah, that's a real issue for my team at the moment. And yeah, the Edison slander and now Ait Nouri slander online is absolutely it's absolutely disgusting. Don't even get me started with that. I mean, it's absolutely disgusting. I mean, people are just so impatient. Yeah, people are so impatient just because this new player had one bad game, and they're just quickly judging a player, and they're calling him crap. Yeah, well, King, I'm also pretty sure that that's the same thing with your fan base as well.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. It's very easy for a new player to be told they're rubbish if they have a bad game. But I would like to say this on your defense. What do you think the issue is? Is it a system problem or is it an individual kind of thing? Because obviously you've got a new centre back partnership. Because normally Guardiola, you've been mainly using him in that kind of left back position. You're now starting him in centre back alongside Diaz. Obviously, um, who did you have starting right back? Was it Nunez for the game?
Yeah. Matheus Nunes. Then we've had Diaz. Yeah, we've had Diaz, Guardiola, Yeah, we've had Diaz, Guardiola, Ait Nouri, and Matheus Nunes as our back
Yeah,
four.
I think what this defense for me shows that is in terms of that defense. I think the weak spot is probably the right back. I would say if I was looking at it on a names by names basis, I think a right back is something a traditional right back is something that you need definitely. And I think how do you feel about the centre back partnership of Guardiola and Diaz? Do you think it's good enough, or do you think you need something a bit different?
I think we need a right back and possibly a goalkeeper.
Possibly a goalkeeper. Do you think it's the end of the line for Edison? You reckon?
He said he wants to stay, but I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced enough though with his recent performance against Al Hilal though, because there was some moments that he could have actually made some decent saves, but he needs to. I mean, if he really wants to stay, I mean, look, I would love Edison to stay, but if he has to stay, he has to get his head in the game. Otherwise, yeah, or otherwise he's gonna be sitting on the bench as a number two, and we'll probably get in Diogo Costa or Chevalier.
Okay, okay. Me personally, I think Edison has been a great servant. I think you probably need a keeper with similar attributes. You probably need someone with the similar level of distribution. So yeah, maybe Chevalier, Diogo Costa would be those ones. Who would you get in right back? What type of right backs would you look at? Is there any names in particular that you would want?
At the moment, we were looking at Livramento, but Newcastle just said, I mean, of course, we got the word from Newcastle that they're not willing to sell Livramento. But I mean, he's still in our plans, and yeah, not gonna lie though, the right back market is like looking dusty.
Mm, mm.
The market for right backs are looking dusty at the moment. So yeah, it's peak. It's peak. Don't even get me started with it. I mean, look, we have we have kept a plan B just in case if just in case Livramento doesn't come through. So our plan
Okay.
B would be Ola Aina from Forest.
Okay, that would make sense as well. A decent ordered right back. I would say this. I think the issues with your team mainly comes through the defense and the midfield. Now, do you think it's time to move? Is Gundogan's leaving after this tournament? He's on his way out, right?
Yeah, he's on his way out.
And Bernardo Silva, is he staying for another year, or is he on his way out?
He's staying for another year, I reckon. I mean, because he's already been made captain. So, and of course, Pep loves to play his favorites. So,
Mm.
as usual, he wants to keep his boy Bernardo. But look, Bernardo has been a loyal servant. He has been great for us. But yeah, mm, we have to. I mean, look, we have to start winning trophies now, and if Bernardo can at least give it one more year, give it everything, then and give it everything and win us a trophy. If we can, yeah, if we can win us a major trophy next season, then I'll be like, Bernardo, you're staying.
That but the thing is, you know what I notice is that with with that midfield that you had for that game, your midfield three was Reinders, Gundogan, Bernardo Silva, and and added to the fact that you had Mateus Nunes at right back. Didn't you think Pep made the wrong choices? Because I felt like in terms of the midfield, they kind of outran you, and kind of was superior in that sense. I think Milliken, Savage, and the players that they had just added a bit more maybe physicality than you did. Do you think that's something that you maybe need to change going forward when it comes to the Prem season? Who would you let me say, if you were saying that your starting 11 was, who would be the starting 11 right now? First game of the season. What is that starting 11 for Man City?
Personally, my starting 11,
Yeah,
my
100%.
starting 11, yeah, my starting 11, would definitely be Edison on goal because obviously Ortega is definitely, he is definitely not him. I mean, look, Ortega's not, Ortega's not been reliable this season at all. I mean, we have to potentially find an Ortega replacement. Uh, but I hope my club gets the job done. And yeah, I mean, of course, you got Marcus Bettinelli that who we can give a chance to. I mean, like he's young, he's got potential. I mean, of course, he's we got him from you.
Yeah, yeah, that's he's a third choice. He's just somewhere just to be there. So you probably need a goalkeeper. What about the defense? The starting four. Is it probably the same one that you had against Al Hilal?
I mean, Diaz is, I would say, it's been in a bit of a slow decline, but I would still keep the Diaz Guardiola partnership, and instead of Matheus Nunes at right back, I would play Kusanov in there. Yeah, because since he's fast, he's pacey,
Mm,
and yeah, and of course our right backs need to be pacey,
yeah. And
and
who
of
would your
course left
midfield
back I would
three?
still, yeah, my left back though I would still keep Ait Nouri left
Yeah.
back.
Oh, of course, he's your new signing. New signing. I think in terms of, I feel like that the right side of the fence is very weak though. I mean, you for me personally, I think Ruben Diaz, as you said, he is on the way that he is declining. Um, I think Kuzanov would probably be the one that replaces him eventually. Obviously, you've got Victor Royce as well. But in terms of right backs, I think you maybe need one or maybe even two right backs. I think you obviously you got Rico Lewis, but he's probably looking more to going to midfield. So what would your midfield three? Obviously, you got Rodri and DM. Who would be the two centre mids you'd put aside Rodri as like this? Your starting free midfield currently.
My current midfield, I mean, obviously I will get in Nico
Okay,
Gonzalez, Reinders, Cherky as a 10, I would say.
okay,
Then
Chucky at the 10.
yeah, then Rodri, of course, as the centerpiece.
Yeah, definitely. And then who's the third midfielder you would have? Would that be Bernardo Silva?
Yeah, Bernardo Silva, I would say. Yeah, I would still keep Bernardo Silva in there.
And then your front three, who would you have as your front three?
My front three, I think it's every City fan's obvious choice. Marmoush on the left,
Mm-hmm.
then Marmoush on the left, then probably a Foden or a Savini on the right, and the main striker will be Erling Haaland.
Okay. So that's a relatively decent starting 11. That's something that could, I think, work with. Obviously, there's improvements needed. I think Diaz is on his way out. I think you probably need to probably look at the centre back market going forward. I think right back market as well. That's something that you probably should look at. Um, in terms of midfielders, I think your midfield space is fine. I think you've got some youngsters coming through in that sense. But for me, in terms of the Al Hilal game, What do you think went wrong? What did you think went wrong in terms of the towards the second half and even the extra time for you to lose that game?
I mean, personally for me, uh, I'm gonna be brutally honest. I mean, if our defense wasn't that shaky and if our defense would have been much better, we would have won that game by 4-0 in the first half and just sat back and defended,
Mm,
in my honest opinion. But I think that, yeah, I think the main issue is our back line, and of course Edison. Like, look, don't get me. I mean, look, don't get me wrong though. Edison has been our best keeper for so many years now since you've got him. But if he's insisting on if he's insisting on staying in the club, staying at the club, and yeah, like I said, yeah, like I've said earlier, that if he's insisting on staying at the club, he has to get his head in the game. Yeah, he can't be expecting the back four to keep defending all the time, and he just relaxes there at the goalpost and expects nothing to happen to him. But yeah, but I'm telling you that there was certain instances that Edison should have made vital saves in the second half, and can't lie. Like Edison's been disappointing. Edison's been disappointing in this global cup. Apart from the three games that we have won, but this one game he was disappointing, and I'm a bit worried. I'm a bit worried for next season though, because we're gonna go up with the likes of this newly built Liverpool team,
yeah, definitely.
and if Edison can't turn up for us in big moments, then it's gonna be a serious conversation.
Yeah, yeah. Big up Mob Boss. Obviously says big up King
Big
and
up more
AK
boast.
Kobe. Um, it is going to be a serious conversation. I think there has been many doubts over Edison as a keeper, but he's shown over the years that he's a top quality one. But in this game in particular, especially in the start of the second half, it was his mistakes that led to them getting back into this game and then them scoring the first couple goals. I think it was defensive errors. I think for the most part you were very in the first half it was very easy for you. I think you scored early, you kept control of the ball very well. The second half you let them back into the game. You gave them a bit of hope. Um the first goal was just a bit of ricochet and just a bad moment from Edison. The second on the counter and they made it 2-1. At that point when it was 2-1, how did you feel? How did you feel kind of in terms of the game and everything?
Mm, man, yeah, and I think when Al Hilal was like 2-1 up, I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, but when Al Hilal were like 2-1 up, I was a bit nervous because I didn't expect Al Hilal to, I didn't expect Al Hilal to give us a good fight back. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, Al Hilal were giving us a big Al Hilal were giving a big fight back.
Mm.
They were taking us head on in the counter. We were sitting back, and out of nowhere, nah, I mean, I think this whole thing started when João Cancelo decided to cook our entire back line and try to make a vital pass to one of the strikers.
Oh, yeah, he was definitely happy with the game.
Oh yeah, yeah, he was definitely happy. He got his revenge.
Oh yeah. AK, what do you think about missing out on the 70 million pounds that you could have got? You know, the extra money from making it to the next rounds. Do you care? Oh no.
Look, since we were the golden badge holders of the Club World Cup on our shirt. Well, not anymore now. But look, to be fair, like the prize money that if we would have won that Club World Cup was 100 million. And
Yeah.
then, yeah, 100 million would actually pay out all our four top signings at this rate. But look, it is what it is. Mm, we didn't turn up in the best of moments. Our defense needs work, and yeah, there's still a lot of work to do for us there's still a lot of work for us to do in the summer at the moment.
Yeah, definitely, definitely a lot. I feel like once it got to 2-1, you did well to get back into the game to make it 2-2 with the Haaland goal. But then there wasn't really much happening after that. It got into extra time. They scored first with the Koulibaly header off the corner. How are you feeling at that moment in extra time when they got that first goal when it was 3-2 up in that extra time? How are you feeling? Especially
So
considering the players that you took off. You took off Haaland, you took off some of your better players as well. And how did you feel about the substitutions that Pep made?
personally, some substitutions that Pep made, I put the blame on him, to be honest, because Haaland was actually doing something decent. Yeah, Haaland was actually doing something decent in front of goal. He I don't know where to start with these substitutions, because how can you take off Haaland when he just scored the equalizer when we were 2-1 up, yeah, and then Haaland scored the equalizer when we were 2-1 up, and he literally was, and I'm telling you, Haaland was actually doing something for us in that game, but subbing off Haaland and was, I think, a bad move, and I think that's where we have lost the momentum, because the opposition team knew that once we subbed off Haaland, they knew that time they knew that time to go all out.
Yeah, the big threat was done, and I think for me in that game, the one player I would have taken out would have been more like Savinho if I was going to bring in Mamouche, because I think for the most part he was missing. Do you have any preseason tours coming up after this, or you just resting and then playing your games at home?
Nah, 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 nah. I don't think we're gonna have any preseason tours at this rate. Like, I think the Club World Cup was one of them, but I think, yeah, but in all honesty, I think the players deserve a break, a month and a half before the new season starts.
Yeah, I think the positive of you being knocked out so early is that you get that break. But then let's carry on from the game. You do get back into the game to make it 3-3. How are you feeling then? How are you feeling when you got back into the game? Did you think you were going to win it in the end? Obviously, Foden coming on, beautiful finish to make it 3-3. How are you feeling at that point? Would you think that from then you would have won that game, would have gone through to the next round?
In all honesty, when Foden came on and scored that equalizer, again, I had hope that we are going to get the late minute dagger and go through. But damn, I'm telling you. I'm telling you, Koulibaly, that header to Edison. I mean, Edison didn't even do anything. He stood like a statue. He stood like a statue in front of goal. Didn't even get a hand on it.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
pissed. I was so pissed. I'm like, Edison, the ball is within your reach. Get your hand out. What are you doing?
yeah. And then the last goal, obviously, it was a nice little cross header. Edison with the save, but he it goes straight to the Al Hilal player, and he has a little touch, and then he heads it in to the for the 4-3. How did you feel at that moment? Did you think Edison was at fault? Did you think he could have done better with the save? The way it deflected off.
Um, in a way, yes. I mean, look, any good goalkeeper will make an effort to save that header because that header, any top goalkeeper will save that with just a dive. That's it. But Edison just stood there like a statue, just surprised, confused, and that's why half the blame goes to Pep for his subs, half the blame goes to Edison.
Half the blame to Pep, half the blame to Edison. That's crazy. Well, you're out. You're out of the Club World Cup now. Obviously, you're gonna get a little bit of break before for the new season. How are you feeling about the new season? Is there any other signings you'd make as outside of the right back? What would be the next things you would do over the next couple weeks just to add to the squad? Just the finishing touches to make sure that you're ready to compete with Liverpool for the Premier League. What do you really need? Do you think you need a centre back, right back? What else? What do you need?
At the moment, we got a couple of young centre backs in Victor Hayes and Kusanov, and of course we got Echeverry, a young striker who has been impressive. And I'm pretty sure you must have seen a goal against Alain when he scored that free kick.
Yeah, definitely that's someone you can use off the bench. I want to ask you, how do you feel about Doku and Savio at the moment as wingers? What is the next step for them? What do you need? What do you need them to do next season? How many goals, assists? What do you need from them? Because obviously they're very skillful. They can beat a man, but they need to reach that kind of next level, or they may be failures as signings. But we'll see.
I mean, look, Doku in this Club World Cup, Doku in this Club World Cup has been firing though. Not gonna lie. I mean, um, the way he's been playing, I'm actually quite impressed with him. I'm actually quite impressed with him the way he's been playing lately, and I would say it's all thanks to the refresh in the coaching staff and giving him instructions what to do. And yeah, not gonna lie, I mean Doku has been decent lately. So I mean he's still got a long way to go. So next season, I mean, like, yeah, the upcoming season is gonna be the decider, in my opinion, whether he's gonna make it in the team or not. If not, then if not, then we can sell him and get in Rodrigo.
Yeah, definitely. If he is available. I You know what the funny thing about this tournament, I think going into the tournament you were seen as probably one of the favorites, one of the teams that was gonna at least make it to the semi. You're now out. Obviously to the Saudi team, Al Hilal. Chelsea's still in the tournament. And by miracle we're on the same side as Al Hilal. What did you feel about Al Hilal as a team? Did you think they were impressive? What things? Big up Rasta.
Big up, Rasta, my guy.
What were the things about the team that was impressive to you with Al Hilal watching that game? What stood out to you to them beating you in terms of overall in that game?
I think Al Hilal were by far the better team because I'll tell you this. Ever since uh, ever since Inter Milan decided to part ways with Inzaghi and he joined Al Hilal, the kind of uh, the kind of ball that they were playing, oh, I'm telling you, Inter Milan just did a bad juju. I mean, look at it this way. Inter Milan got knocked out by Fluminense, and Inzaghi joined Al Hilal, and now he's knocked us out. You see the resemblance?
Yeah, I agree. So what do you think? Do you think that Pep was out tacticked in that game? Is that what you think happened?
Yeah, kind of. In my opinion, yes, kind of. I mean, look, and I'll tell you why. Because that tactic that he used against Juventus when we beat them by 5 goals, yeah, by five
Yeah,
goals, that worked. But one thing that kind of irked me was why did he have to change up that tactic? That I mean, why did he have to change up that tactic? That I mean, like we could have used the same tactic that we beat Juventus with. I don't get it.
yeah,
Like I don't. Sometimes look. Sometimes I don't get it with Pep, but I don't get it with Pep. Like if you if one tactic magically worked against a big team, yeah, against a big club like Juventus,
yeah,
why can't he use the same? Yeah, why can't he use the same tactic that worked? And if you would, and this and this is the thing that's been pissing me off lately. And I know Pep has got one more season to change it. If not, then I'm afraid he has to go.
Oh wow. Okay. So you think that if he doesn't show that he's of levels this season, I will be gone by the end of the season.
Yeah,
And
he'll be
so
gone. Yeah, definitely, he'll be
okay,
gone.
so what does he need to do next season? What does he need, one of the majors and one of the minors kind of thing?
No, just the majors.
Just the majors? Both or one of them?
Both, I would say. I mean, like, I mean, and look, I know. Every City fan. Look, every City fan in my fan base, right now are like, they're just going crazy levels. Like, oh, let's go for the treble next season and all that. I mean, but realistically, I think we should just take it step by step, go for a double, and yeah, I would, yeah, but but if you ask me. If you ask me, I think we should go in for a double next season.
Okay. So you want one of the majors and you just want a Carabao FA Cup with that.
Yeah, any trophy is fine.
Any trophy is fine. Okay, so a Premier League or Champions League and one of the side ones, and then Pep stays. But if he doesn't do anything, and let's say for example he just wins an FA Cup, is he gone then?
Now, if he wins an FA Cup, if he wins an FA Cup and a Premier League or a Champions League, then he stays, in my
No,
opinion.
no Premier League, no Champions League. Just if he just wins one FA Cup, does he still go in your mind?
I mean, if he does win an FA Cup, which is a major honor, then I think he would stay.
Okay, okay. Let's let's change it up even. Let's say it's just a Carabao Cup. The only thing he wins the next season is the Carabao Cup. Does he still stay?
Yeah, like I said, any trophy. I will take any trophy, whether it's a Carabao Cup, whether it's an FA Cup, either of those two cups. If he wins, then I think he will stay because, as you know, our club standards are like so. I mean, our club standards are high right now that we have to win a trophy every season.
That's fair enough.
Big
That
up
is
Rasta,
fair
how
enough.
you doing?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm here
Big up
listening to
Rasta,
AK.
my guy.
Sorry, I'm late, guys. I overslept on my siesta.
Eh,
You know
no
what
Oh,
I
that's
mean?
all
worries.
good.
I
All
did
good,
say I
all
was gonna
good.
take a siesta. Um, Me personally, right? I did hear Pep say he might thinking about leaving, taking some time off, because when he left Barcelona, that's what he did. He took like a year or two off. Then he went to coach Bayern. I think if Pep do take a year off, I don't think he'll do club football. He might do like a nations football. You know what I mean? Like country
Yeah,
football, nations football. But
yeah.
we will see. And honestly, I mean, I want the Premier League to start back. Then again, I don't know. Then again, I don't want it to start back at the same time because all of you guys know my team is friggin' crap right now, and I'm still fuming over the final. Still fuming over that, by the way. And yo, man, I'm just annoyed, but it is what it is. Such as football. And yo, I worked on my annoying cough. You know how I got what the? You know how I got rid of it? This makes one. This works wonders, people. This works wonders. I'm not here to do free advertising, but I'll tell y'all. I'll text y'all the name of it. I don't know
No
if they have
problem.
it. I don't know if they have it in the UK, but I'm having one more right now, which is right here. And man, them, it is very good.
That's good to hear. That is good to hear. But yeah,
Mm.
okay then. Okay, so for the
Well,
most part, we finished with City.
mm-hmm,
Pep has to win a trophy next year. I
mm-hmm.
think AK is very upset with the fact that the team's out of the
I
Club
would,
World Cup.
I would, bro. Listen, that was an exciting game, bro.
It
Because
was. It was.
I was talking to King, and I was watching it on. I watched watching the game on my other phone when I was leaving work. And bro, my thing is, why didn't he put on full Phil Foden sooner? You know what I'm saying? Why didn't he put
Yeah.
on Phil Foden sooner? And Edison, Edison should leave. Edison should leave because if Edison is there, bro, man's gonna leak in more goals than Onana. And Edison is a better goalkeeper than Onana. So you know what, AK? I agree with you on that right there, bro. You feel me? King Sanchez is a shit keeper as well, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
And Onana is a shit keeper. And
Yeah.
Edison is better than both of them.
Yeah.
But Edison needs to be moved on. Y'all do need a new goalkeeper. And your defense ain't defending, bruv. You feel me? Your
Yeah,
defense
that's
ain't
what I said.
defending.
That's why I said, Russell. That's why I said. That's what I've said. I mean, our defense has been shaky. Look, they're trying different options, but one thing I'm upset is we've gotten these new center backs. Make use of them.
But
Give
yeah,
them a
Yeah.
chance.
it's Pep, bro. Pep is not gonna rush everybody in right away, bro. It's Pep. Come on, bro. It's Pep we talking about here. Pep Joseph Guardiola. It's
Yeah. He
Pep
takes
we
time
talking
before
about.
putting people in, especially new players. He gives them a year to bed in to the squad and then brings them in. But at the same time as this, I feel like the issue I have is I don't know what's. I feel like you're having, especially when it comes to your most experienced centre back and goalkeeper in Edison and Ruben Diaz, they're both declining at the same time, meaning you need to find solutions to them too. Because I think your left back and left centre back are solid in terms of Ait Nouri and Guardiola, but your right side of your defense. in Diaz and Matias Nunes, that's not good enough. That's not gonna be. That's not something that's gonna win the Premier League and Edison. So that those three
and that's
names need to either be need to either get the rest they need in order for them to get to the levels that we know they can play in terms of Edison and Diaz, and you need a right back because I feel like your defense right now is hella unbalanced. I think you need that traditional fullback. I think if you can have the traditional fullback and maybe Pep go for a more of a fullback stat. I think it's when you had like Kyle Walker and whoever you really had on the left back in the day, like a Clichy or something like that, and they just forward. I think you need bombing forward, left back, right back, and
yeah,
allow for your
exactly.
wingers to invert rather
Spe-
than having this inverted right back thing. Because I don't think that works anymore for you going forward. So I think you need a proper right back and maybe move on one of Edison or Diaz this season, and then next summer move on the other because I think they are both on the way down. Very soon, I think they're both on the way
Speaking
down,
of
and you can
Kyle
see.
Walker, isn't he leaving City this season?
Yes,
Oh
I
yeah,
think
he
so.
is. Yes, he is. He is.
So,
Yes,
AK,
he is. Yes.
where do you think he should go? Should he go to like go in Syria because apparently him going to Syria didn't work? So should he go to the Saudi League, MLS? Where do you think he should go?
You know what? Personally, I think he should either go to Saudi or MLS because I think personally for me, he should go to the MLS because he can just tap up more wives there.
Ah, yo, yo, that's funny. That's
Uh,
hilarious, bro. Yeah, man, he does have that problem going on in his life at the
yeah.
moment. Yeah, man, so he could tap
Maybe
up
he
more
doesn't
wives.
need to be in a place like that. Maybe he needs somewhere like a bit
Bro,
quieter, like
bro, if
a
he goes
random
to
German town.
MLS, if he goes to MLS, nah, bro, I think that's worse. There's these
I
women
tell
in
you, Saudi
America
is
with
even worse.
AK,
Saudi is even worse.
AK. These women in America will sue his ass.
Actually, no, he'll be better off in Saudi because you can't get away with that anyway. So,
Yeah,
alcohol free, he'll be fine. He'll
yeah,
probably
man.
get into the best shape he's been in a long time.
Yeah, look at Karim Benzema, Ronaldo, and all of them. Ivan Tony, Ivan
Tony,
Tony, all of them.
oh, and
All of them is making bank, bro. Yo,
oh yeah,
Ivan Tony is
Russell
making 400K a week.
and Russell. And also, I think you've forgotten one more guy. Yeah,
Sadio
uh,
Mane.
King. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. No, 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 not money, not money. I mean, Mane. I think so, but look, there's Mares, Firmino.
Yes.
Yeah, Mares, Firmino, Kante, King.
Yeah,
yeah,
Your
N'Golo
your
Kante,
DM,
yes.
Kante.
yeah. He's having a good time over there. I think Saudi is a decent league. I feel like it's shown it's been a decent league. Al Halal being City has been
I'm
showed.
telling you, bro, it's better than MLS. And when I say this thing,
Yeah, yeah.
people think I'm chatting shit.
And it's going to continue to grow because they're investing good money into it. I think the difference between the Saudi and the MLS league is that the Saudis investing it in the right way and they're very aggressive in their tactics. I think the only problems I have with probably Saudi, the Chinese league MLS is that they have these policies of only limiting the amount of players from other countries that are in their club. I think you by limiting that you limit the potential of your league.
They said Saudi players could only have wives. Ronaldo's woman, he and his woman is not married, but when she's in Saudi with him, so
Yeah, yeah, but they
I
probably
think
put
Saudi is adapting
exceptions.
and changing. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
they're putting exceptions for Ronaldo, obviously, because he's a world superstar. But yeah, I think that's enough for City now, and I
Hmm.
think we can talk about Chelsea going forward. But before we get into Chelsea, this is what happened to City.
Jaja. They got put in a cliff. They got put in a cliff.
Oh, not that guy, bro. I mean, like
Yeah, they got
that
put in a
that guy
cliff.
is proper meme material at this rate. I mean, what the hell was that celebration?
Yeah,
That is that's the greatest
how
celebration
long
ever.
was that clip?
Like a couple seconds.
Okay, you should be good then, because you know they doing hard on copyright.
Yeah. They
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
they've cut down that clip a lot of times. But you know, with that clip, I ain't gonna lie. Anytime a team loses, that clip's gonna go viral again. But you know, the thing is, going into this, I was gonna put more jokes onto AK, but I think he's been very honest and open about his club, and this is
Yeah,
why I like
bro.
AK. He was
Yeah,
telling
but
the truth. He's,
but listen. AK is the only City fan, different from like other City fan that I know that I work with, because I work with a few City fans. But
yeah,
as far as in our world here, AK is the only City fan that actually knows shit about his club, right? That actually will go on other people's channels and point out the mistakes and bullshit of other people's club. So basically, what I'm saying, AK is the only rival fan that I know for a fact that actually watches ball. Because some of these other rival fans, they just don't watch ball.
yeah,
They don't.
yeah,
They don't, bro.
yeah.
Seriously. And it's like this is what I could say. He has my respect. I mean,
Yeah,
AK has my respect, because
definitely.
I'm telling you, bro.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna be on his next, but from the moment he talked about his team, he kept it truthful, like
Yeah.
honest about how his thoughts throughout the game, honest on Pep. He even said it himself. If Pep doesn't win a trophy next season, he's gone. So that's the as real as you can get about your club. Understand? And maybe Arsenal fans need to be that real about their club. But you know, it is what it is. Because
Mm-hmm.
he's talking about Pep Guardiola. This is full Pete Pep.
Bro, and let's not even mention the Gunners, bro. The first thing I say, well, you know what's wrong with the Gunner? Sack the manager now, but no, not yet. I want my manager to start getting things working first. But on a serious note, Arteta needs to be sacked though. No lie, guys. That guy, that guy has to go, bro. Yo, man them. On a serious note, you have a manager that's been there for 5 years, only won you one trophy, and have the nerve and audacity to fucking call the Charity Shield a trophy.
Yeah, it's
Charity
crazy.
Shield
It
is
is
fucking a
crazy.
trophy. That's crazy. Nah, he should have been sacked for saying that. Three trophies. No
Yeah.
Arteta. One trophy. One trophy. One trophy. You didn't win three. You won one trophy in the last 6 years.
You know
And
what's
my
interesting?
and my
Russell,
and
Russell.
yeah, yeah.
Uh, didn't Arteta win an FA Cup previously?
Huh? The
Charity
Charity Shield is a
Shield.
trophy.
No,
No, it's
Uh,
not.
let,
My boss. No, it's not. No, it's not, bro. Bro,
no,
come on.
let's no, we'll educate. In other leagues, it is a trophy because it's a Super Cup and it's played in official rules. Unfortunately, the Charity Shield isn't played in professional rules, meaning it's not a professional game. So it's pretty much a preseason game.
It's a preseason game. It's like a friendly.
If they turn it into the the Charity Super Cup and actually made it a professional rules game, then it would be considered a trophy. But unfortunately, England's the only place where they don't do that.
Yeah. If you have Roy Keane said the manager is calling a Charity Shield a trophy. If you have Roy Keane saying that, then that's a problem, my guy. And I know for a fact that the Charity Shield is not a trophy. And I'm not trying to take the piss or nothing, bruv. But that shit is not a trophy, bro. It's a friendly before the game start. Let me see. What he says. You still
Oh
what?
yeah, actually no, you can be second in the Premier League to get there because if the other team wins the Premier and the FA Cup, then They just put the play whoever finished
Yeah.
second. But as I said before, it's just about the rule set of the match. I grew up on the Charity Shield. Love, yeah, it's a great
Right.
game. It's a great opener to the Premier League
It's a
season.
great game, bro.
Boss.
But me, I don't count it
Don't
as
count it.
I don't count it as a trophy though. I don't count it as a trophy, bro. FA Cup, Carabao Cup, Premier League, Champions League. That's what I count as a trophy.
The
You know what
people
I'm
don't
saying?
evaluate the FA does, because the FA could make it professional rules, give it a new name, actually make it something that is worth playing. And even in other countries, it's not even that.
Bush
It's not.
Baptist, bless up, man. Oh yeah. By the way, Mob
Bush
Base, bless up.
Baptist.
Bush Baptist, bless up. You know what I
But
mean?
I do agree. Charity is it's there, but it means nothing. You know the thing about the Charity Shield as well is that if they actually made it in professional rules or made it like a little like a little group of games, whereas the FA Cup and Carabao Cup winner plays each other, the top two of the Premier League play each other, and then the winners of that play each other, similar to what they do in other leagues. Then maybe you could see it as a.
Yeah.
And they also with those ones, with those versions, they actually play their games in Saudi and that, or in the Middle East as well. Because I remember looking into it, when it comes to their versions of it. It is sanctioned by FA and it has history behind it, but it's not professional rules. That's the thing. The game is not played in professional rules. Rasta King, AK, nice to see you. Nice to see you, Bush Baptiste.
Nice to see you, Bush
Nice
Baptist.
to see you, Bush Baptist.
Yeah,
But yeah, man. Yeah, man. Listen, all I'm saying, it's fun to watch. I'm not gonna lie, it's fun to watch, bro. But I growing up as a kid, I was told that's not a trophy. That's a dinner plate. That's what my uncle told me. It's not the trophy. It's a dinner plate.
It's a dinner plate. Exactly, Russell. Fucking hell.
Yeah, but it's up to the FA to make it professional rules and give it.
The
give
FA
it
need to make
importance.
it official then. Like I said, I'm not saying it to take the piss or nothing like that. I'm not. But bro, imagine that's the only wait.
Why? Because it doesn't have action. Oh, it's not that. It's to do with substitutions, the actual game rules of the game. So, for example, if you get sent off in the Charity Shield, it doesn't go.
And the money that's earned, it goes straight to local charity.
Oh yeah, no, they can continue with that, but that's not my point. My point is this: it's not considered a competitive match because it's unlimited. I think it's pretty much unlimited subs, like a preseason game.
Mm-hmm.
Also, it's not by official rules. So if, let's say, a player gets sent off in the community in the Charity Shield,
mm-hmm.
it doesn't carry over to the next games or the cards at all. So those are the kind of things.
Only thing that carries over if a player gets injured. Then
that's it. If a player gets injured, but that's why it's not. It's a competitive match, no doubt, but it's not the thing players are mad about. Yeah, it's competitive match. It's just not on competitive rules or the professional rules of an officiated game. Which, if it was and it was given the precedent to be so, then it would be considered just like how they have in other leagues. But that's up to the FA. You're saying under friendly rules? Yes, pretty much it's played under friendly rules. So it's not considered a professional game. That's why the stats that go into that game aren't put into your stats as for your season as well. Right. Whereas if let's say who's a La Liga player, Yamal scores in their version of the tournament, it goes towards his stats in terms of the professional game. When I played football, we had something similar. It was a game basically to raise money for charity. Yeah. That part can still stay, but you just have to. But the game is under friendly rules. If it was under professional rules, it's still called the Charity Shield or called like the Charity Super Cup, and still the money was gone to charity, then it would be considered a bigger deal. But it's not up to us. It's up to the rule makers to make it more important, which they haven't. But AK, I got one more question before we move on to Chelsea. Speaking of Arteta, would you take him as your next manager if that was an option?
Hell no. AK taking Arteta. You're crazy? You're crazy, bro? Hell no, bro.
I just had to ask. Obviously, there's
Hell
some City fans
no,
that
bro.
would
What?
consider it.
What?
Obviously,
Yeah,
obviously
listen,
he.
listen. You want AK to go on a rant every week? You want AK to go on a rant every week? Hell to the no, King.
No, but I just asked because obviously there's some City fans that do like Arteta.
What?
Um,
What? Who? What?
What?
Arteta would be good at McDonald's.
Yeah, he would be
It's
good at McDonald's. Yeah.
it's because obviously he's from under the Pep school of thought. Obviously he was
Pep,
a
Pep School of Football, but failed.
yeah he was
You
he was
want to
Yeah,
beat
the
Pep?
failed.
You want to beat Pep?
he
Failed
was
What?
under
actor.
What? How many
He's a
times has he
failed
ever beat
actor.
Pep?
That's who he is.
yeah.
He's a
How many
failed actor.
times has
That's
he
who he
beat Pep?
is.
Huh? How many times has he beat
Only
Pep? I don't
once.
think so.
Yeah,
Only
Only
once.
once.
That's it.
bro,
Only
bro,
once.
bro. Listen, there's one manager beat Pep, right?
Yeah,
My ex-manager Eric Ten Hag, right, beat Pep and
I
actually
think
won.
isn't he under the same school of thought?
Yeah. At Bayern, beat Pep and actually won a trophy. Actually won a trophy, by the way.
Oh, yeah, King.
No, but
Coming
I
to your
mean
question. Coming to your question. Sorry,
yeah.
King. Yeah, coming to your question. Yeah, coming to your question. If if I've heard any of these fans from my fan base say that we want Arteta, they can leave my fucking club. I don't give a fucking toss. Get the fuck out of my club if you've said that. Who says that who says that we should get Arteta? What? Do you want what? What? Do you want it to be squeezing more lemon? No, no,
Squeeze
no.
the
I will
lemon,
not
guys.
have
Squeeze the
this.
lemon, guys. Yo,
No, no,
bro,
no. I will not have squeeze. I'll not have squeezing lemons, pickpocketing in my club. No.
bro. When I
Hell
seen the
no.
lemons video, I seen the lemon video on YouTube, and then I see the light bulb video on YouTube. I'm like, you're not serious. You are not serious. Is this brother serious, bro? I had to rewatch the lemon video like four times, and I had to watch the light bulb video around the same time. I'm like, yo, this brother is mad. Squeeze the lemons.
It was just a question. Obviously, he's under the Pep school, so
Yeah, no. And of course, King. No offense. But good thing you brought that up because I'm gonna keep tabs on my fan base now. Whoever says Arteta in, and I'm gonna cook him instantly. That's what I'm gonna do.
Nah.
it's only one more sub though. League games, League Cup. No, they aren't. They're professional. They're on the professional format as well. So yeah, it's listen. The Charity Shield is a good game, but it's just not. It's not a
and that's the thing.
professional trophy at the moment.
Arsenal bought Arteta from Everton, by the way.
I don't think Everton would take him. Oh no, I think Everton would take him. I think he'd be the best
Yeah,
manager
because
that they had in a while.
Other than David
because he's
Moyes,
more of an Everton legend.
other than
He's more of an
Moyes,
Everton legend than an Arsenal legend. Moise.
Yeah. No, but listen. As obviously he isn't the manager to win a title, but he's done well enough to make the team competitive. So for most teams, that is what they would want, to be competitive. So if you're an Everton, a Fulham, those type of teams, you would take an Arteta as a manager because he would be able to make you a better
so
team.
King, may I ask you a question? Will you take Arteta at Chelsea?
No, but we already have our Arteta in Enzo Maresca. We have our
Yo, the man King said no instantly. Nope, no, thank you.
no.
No.
But my level of club is different, obviously, because we already have our Arteta. We have Enzo Maresca. He's learning on the job as well. So we already have a guy that's doing that.
So let me ask you a question. Thus far, do you think Arteta's done a better job? In Maresca has done a better job than Arteta by winning something major?
Oh yeah, definitely by a mile, definitely.
Not yet. I think Maresca still has many things that I'm upset about in terms of.
I'll say he has won. Winning a European trophy is a big feat.
Exactly.
It is a big feat. It's something in Europe.
Conference League. He's won a Conference League. Now, come on, we can add that to the list.
Listen, in terms of winning the Conference League, in terms of winning the Conference League, I would say this: the teams that we were facing that competition, we were the best by a country mile. So I never considered that that was the basics. That winning that trophy was the basics. Any manager who rates himself to a certain level should have won that should win that tournament in an English club. So Nottingham Forest next season, they need to win that tournament, because if you look at, we were playing teams like Your Garden, what other teams were there in that tournament? I can't even remember some of the names. Some of the names were just crazy. Conference League 20.
You were wait. I think you were playing Warsaw.
Yeah, Legia Warsaw. We didn't play. We did. I don't think we played a team that was in a top 5 league until the final, if I'm being honest. I don't think we played a top team till the final.
No, wait. Till the final. Yeah, till the final.
Yeah, semi final was Your Garden. Quarterfinal was Legia Warsaw. Copenhagen in the round before that. In the round of 16. So yeah, we didn't really play top teams until we didn't play a team that was even close to us until the final in Real Betis, and they were in the Spanish league, and we finished them real easily. Ghent, Heidenheim, Copenhagen, Your Garden. Like, see, for me, that was just the basics to do that. League Cup goes straight via like Charity Shield. But as I said, it's considered professional game. Charity Shield isn't. It just is what it is. I'm not the one in charge of it. If anything, I would make the Charity Shield a professional match. But that was me. Sorry, I was meant. I think the Arsenal team carried rather than the other way around. I would maybe. But for me, so far, in terms of Chelsea this season, top 4 and that trophy was the minimum, and he did the minimum. Obviously, going forward, it's going to be interesting to see how he does with the new signings as well. Obviously, João Pedro signed, goes straight into the Club World Cup team. We're going to get Gittins. We've got Delap. But for me, I want us to get to the final of this Club World Cup. Obviously, we're the only English team left after City.
So who we are facing next?
We got Palmeiras.
And after you face Palmeiras, then after you get through Palmeiras, then put it this way. You said when it comes to South American teams, you guys kind of sort of struggle against South American team, but if you do get past Palmeiras, right?
Yes.
That will be good, because the further you go in the competition, there's a more revenue the club receives.
Yeah, but I think we should get to the final because I don't care about the money. Money is money. For me, I care about winning the trophy. I want to be the club world champions. In order to do that, you need to get past Palmeiras. The semi-final is either Fluminense or Al Hilal, the team that knocked out City, and then you get to the final when you face the other side. The other side is the much more difficult side. You got Dortmund, Madrid, Bayern, PSG. So, in terms of if you were to get into this, if you were going to actually put a run for you to win this trophy beforehand, you would have said, "Oh, I'd rather be in the run. I would rather be in the side with the 2 Brazilian teams and the Saudi team rather than all European side." And we're on that side. The only reason that we get knocked out is it will be on us. The reason why City got knocked out by Al Hilal is because Pep made the wrong decisions. If you look at the 90 minutes in the second half, all his substitutions were defensive. How can you make defensive substitutions in a game that you need to win? That doesn't make sense to me. So I think it was down, as Axe said, it was 50% Pep, 50% the goalkeeper. For my team, if we don't get to the final of this tournament, then it's a disgrace, in my opinion. It's an absolute disgrace. I don't care about our history with Brazilian teams. We are the best team on our side of the tournament. We should get to the final. We should be able to beat the teams ahead of us. And if we don't,
This
guess
is
what?
true. This is true. If you don't, you want him. You want the manager gone. You want him sacked.
No, if we don't, I want the sporting directors gone, because they had 10 days before the tournament uh to
You're right.
make
You're
to
right.
buy
This
sign
isn't,
players.
and they didn't. And King, fair enough. You've called it out and you spoke about it. You spoke about it numerous of times. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah, and I that's why I went on the rant when we lost to Flamengo, even though in hindsight it was a blessing in disguise, because we got the easy side of the draw. But at the same time, if you got a proper goalkeeper in that I could trust, if you got me a gunman striker, if you got me that backup left back we need, because Cucurella's played too many games, and if you got me another centre back in those 10 days and actually decided to do what you said you were gonna do all year long, saying we're gonna make signings to win the Club World Cup, then I'd be okay. Then I could say with chest we're winning the whole thing. I can't say that.
Yeah, bro. I'm not gonna like Kukurea, bro. I think he's very unreliable because I was watching the Euros, bro. When he was defending the ball, it was a handball.
Mm.
Um, shit. England should have got a penalty. It was a handball. It was a handball, but they didn't give the penalty because the ball hit it. The ball hit what his hand was in the way, and they didn't give it. But you know.
No,
Whatever.
I like Cucurella. I just think he needs a backup left back. It's a PSR friendly tournament, so whatever round you get dictates how big a play you can buy without worrying about it. It almost pays for your transfer. To be honest, yeah, the tournament's already paid for the Liam Delap money, and it's probably
Mm-hmm.
halfway paying for the João Pedro and Gittins money or something like that. If we win the tournament, we earn 100 M's, 100 M's plus to the month. We're already 300 million plus in PSR. We're good in
Yeah.
that.
And this is another thing, right? This is another thing, right? These friendlies, bin out the friendlies, and if this gonna be like a consistent thing, bring out the friendlies and bin out the Nations League because, bruv, it's too many games. I
Yeah,
like
yeah,
football, but that's just too many games, bro. Certain friendlies I don't even watch because I'm like, bruv, ugh,
yeah.
yeah.
Well, international friendlies and the Nations League. The nation, you know what? The Nations League is just a friendly tournament made to look like it's something more than it is.
I have more respect for the Euros.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But yeah, Nation League games, international friendlies, they need to reduce it. They need to reduce it by a lot. But I would also get rid of the Carabao Cup if for me personally, or at least take out Premier League teams from the Carabao Cup, because for me, I don't think it's ever going to be possible for someone to win the quad, because in all the you would need everything on your side to have that good of a season, and every team you've ever seen come close to it, one little thing, and they go from one of the greatest seasons ever to only winning maybe two of the four trophies. It's never a good look. Manchester United used to have more trophies when the Charity Shield was included. But yeah, but Man United should have more trophies even without Charity Shield
Mm-hmm.
included. To be honest with you,
Mm-hmm.
um, can't bin the international games. You can the ones that are friendlies, the ones that are in this nation league that isn't important. National teams wouldn't have revenue otherwise. Ah, listen, I understand for like smaller nations, an African nation, Asian, some of them are not having the revenue, but let's be honest. No one's watching these games anyway. And if you wanted to put more revenue into these international games, put more revenue into the actual big tournaments. And you know what the thing about these tournaments as well is it doesn't help when you have commentators and stuff disrespecting the tournament or managers disrespecting the tournament, especially when it comes to AFCON and the way managers speak about it or the pundits speak about it. So yeah, for me, the big tournaments need to be better funded, but it is what it is. It's too many games. It's gonna have to go like cricket, where your international teams are separate from domestic leagues. Yeah, yeah. You know, you know what? It's getting to the point where there's gonna be players that might not that will say I'm not like, for example, if it's an international break, there are gonna be players that are gonna withdraw themselves from the international squad just because they know they can't afford to play those extra games. An example of it is that the Gold Cup is going on at the moment. Look at the American team that went for that tournament. A lot of the top American players didn't go. They withdrew themselves from the squad because they didn't want to play the extra games. So that happens as well. Uh, what what they should do is pick a month and put the games at once. No, I don't think that would work either. I just think you just need to reduce the amount of international breaks, personally. Because let's
Mm.
be honest, no international football outside of tournaments is kind of boring, and more time and not, I feel like it kind of wastes time anyway. It just adds extra gains to these players' legs, and yeah. If you consider what's gonna happen, you got the Club World Cup, then you got the league starting again a couple weeks after. Then by the end of the league, then you got the World Cup again. You're gonna have players playing 24/7, pretty much. I don't think.
Hence more injuries.
Yeah,
Hence more injuries. You feel me? Like me personally, bro. Just get rid of friendlies. To me, I'm like, bro,
in December.
get rid of friendlies, please. Just get rid of that crap. Just get rid of friendlies.
Yeah,
Just get rid of
I,
it.
yeah. If it's like qualifiers and stuff, then fine. But friendlies, you don't need friendlies. I'll be honest, you don't really need friendlies. And if there is going to be international friendlies, put it in the summer when there's no tournaments. Maybe like put it in the summer as a friendly thing. Maybe as a pre
But
like
not
for the smaller
but
nations.
now the club world, based on how everything is now with this Club World Cup, it might be hosted it's going to be what, every 2 years now,
Every 4 years.
every 4 years. So yeah, Lord.
Yeah, it's gonna be like it's the Club World Cup. They're gonna treat it as such. It's gonna be every 4 years. And the original
So
Club
so so
World
so
Cup,
so, 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 so some so the original Club World Cup, right?
yeah, that's still around. It's cool. It's changed its name.
That's still around. The Club World Cup. Oh, the Euros.
Yeah,
Oh, the Copa America. Oh, the World Cup. So all these five major tournaments.
yeah.
You know,
Rasta, as a big US fan, can't see Team US as often as he would like.
bro, I don't support American national team, bro. Hell no, hell to the no. I don't celebrate American national team. That U.S. team is crap.
With pots in
No,
it.
bro,
Watch
that
out!
team is crap, bro. Listen, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie, my boss. They need to sack Pochettino. Sack him. Sack that guy immediately. Sack
I don't know
Mauricio
why.
Pochettino.
I don't know why they hired him.
That guy is shit, bro. Guy is absolute shit. He failed to deliver a trophy for Tottenham, and he failed to deliver for trophy for Chelsea.
Yeah, yeah. I was happy when he left. I'll be honest. But back to Chelsea. As I said, um, we need to win the Club World Cup. We need to get to the final minimum. If we don't, it's a disgrace. I think it was a disgrace that City got knocked out by Al Hilal because for some reason now we're the thing about the Saudi league is it's a good league, but don't overhype it just because City lost the game, and don't overhype that City how bad City is gonna be this season. Because how many times have we gone into a season and said City ain't gonna do anything, and then they end up dominating the league? How many times are you gonna realize that City are gonna be one of the two teams that are gonna go for the league? So there's not much I can say. I know there are two teams that want to win the league: Liverpool, Manchester City. Unfortunately, that's the two teams. If you're a Manchester United fan, deal with that. Your club ain't serious. If you're an Arsenal fan, deal
Bro,
with that. Your
we're
club ain't
far from
serious.
even talking about winning a league.
Yeah.
Very far.
If you're a Chelsea fan, deal with that. Your Our team has shown we're not serious. We've shown we're not serious in the transfer window. Serious anyway. Pele and oh, I'm happy with what happened last season. We did what we needed to do. Club World Cup's going on. We're the only English team left in it, which I didn't expect because I thought City was going to make it all the way. But Pep does what Pep does sometimes, where he overthinks things and overdoes it. And for me, that's probably Pep's biggest flaw is that there's games where you can see that he did too much. A prime example is when we faced City in the Champions League final, and he overdid it and didn't play a proper DM because City should have whooped us that day if you looked at team v team. But English teams have been poor because they play a poor sides because they already played too many games. Yeah, it has been.
Yeah.
Chelsea on the easier side of the bracket. Yep.
I feel like in the next year and a half, Chelsea do get their act together. They could start challenging for the league. Just bringing the right players and getting rid of players. Because I heard a rumor that y'all want to Arsenal is into Nicholas Jackson.
It's not him. I think they're gonna go for Noni Madueke.
Madueke is injury prone, bro.
That's not my problem. Well, it's not my. It's not injury prone. That's not my problem either. Just
bro, why do Arsenal buy Chelsea players, bro? Why, bro? I never understood that. Arsenal is the only club that always buy Chelsea players. Because from Arsenal they bought Anelka.
And
we didn't buy Anelka. We bought him from Bolton.
Yeah,
Russell, and I'll tell you what's funny with Arsenal these days. Yeah, I mean, these Arsenal fans have gotten this to their heads that
not all, some of them, not all, some of them.
Yeah. What? Some of the okay. I would say some of them. Some of them. I mean, like, look, bar the real Arsenal fans, massive respect to them for what they're doing, calling out this bullcrap. But I'm telling you, some of these Arsenal fans, some of these deluded zombies on AFTV believe that Arteta is a savior. He can get in these players and resurrect them from the dead. Go up against City. Go up against the likes of City, Chelsea, Liverpool, and all this. But it's like AFTV have made him into a sort of like a god, like a savior for these.
Who? Arteta.
Yeah, Arteta. Yeah.
I put it like this: in Arsenal's fan base, there are Arsenal fans, and those are the ones that call the BS, and there are Arteta fans.
Sexuals, bruv. They're Arteta sexuals.
yeah, Arteta sexuals, as they call them. That they'd rather Arteta win than their club. He loses another title race.
I'll give you one typical example, though. King, I'll give you one typical example of a certain individual who has been chatting absolute bollocks. Yeah? And his name starts with E and ends with L.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. Barney the dinosaur. That's who he is.
He said, "As a Liverpool fan, I want him to sign a 10-year contract."
As a Liverpool fan, I want him to sign a 10-year contract. That's mad. That is crazy.
Man, I'm gonna show a picture that the Liverpool fans of Anfield put up of Arteta. Let me see if I still have it. It's in my phone. Let me see if I still have it.
While you do that, I'll go through these comments. Chelsea don't have elite talent. We do. We do have elite talent. It's just that we need elite experience. That's the things that we lack. Experience and leadership. that's the things that we lack. I think in terms of talent, we have it in abundance. It's just get the leadership. We practically go for the same players, not hard. Chelsea players are usually well developed. Yeah, but at the same time, usually go for a lot of our older players. When it comes to Arsenal, and a lot of the time, it's players you didn't really need like that. I don't know why you need for me. Noni Madueke is a backward step in terms of a transfer because it's one of those ones where it's just the easy option rather than going and actually using your scouting to get proper wingers that may have a future. Oh, I've seen that one. Yeah, yeah, that's crazy.
Bro,
Put
that's
it closer. Put it closer.
hold on. Let me go
That
back.
was hilarious.
It looks like Manchester.
Let me go back. Let me go back. Hold on.
Why do you call the Mark Military side of Unit a fan, mate? Let me put this in big. Always the bridesmaid, never the bride. Yeah, that one was there. It was crazy. What do you call Mark Goldbridge, Terry side of the United fan base? In terms of Mark Goldbridge,
Yeah, they're ramens, bruv. I don't like them. They're ramens. Mark Goldbridge, he talks shit about Talk Sports, but then he go work for Talk Sports. Huh? Very contradicting there. Terry Flowers is a flip flop.
Yeah. In terms of Mark Goldbridge, I think he cultivated a good fan base, but yeah, I feel like his views on United sometimes are skewed by the fact that he can't be 100% himself. Especially when you're making that level of money in sports and you have partnerships with others, you can't really be as honest as you want to be. In terms of Terry Flowers, I do like the platform that he puts out. He puts a lot of fans on, which is good. But yeah, in terms of his United stuff, he's a bit here or there with his United stuff. But that's I think there's a lot of fans that are like that. Even Saeed TV sometimes like that, where he's flippy floppy on his views. But it is what it is. That's the case of certain football fans because you're passionate about your squad, which makes you say silly things at the time. But yeah, that's what I would say. Do you guys clip the guy going after the US family?
Say it again.
Okay, Mob Boss. Yeah, it's never good to go against.
It's never good to do that. It's never good that
we don't respect that.
We do not talk about no one's family. Like even in a chat one night, there was somebody in the comments was saying somebody in the comments, and I stopped it and I let that person know, like, bruv, under no circumstances we talk about nobody's manager here, because I said I will block you, and I don't care if y'all want to banter each other in the chat. Fine, banter each other in the chat, but do not talk about nobody's moms and their family members. That's a no-go. That is a no-go.
Yeah. And in terms of this one as well, I think he's a what? Okay, Terry always look like. Listen, you may not like their views on the club, or you may think they're wrong uns, but it's never really. I wouldn't ever advise to go personal attacks. For me, I keep it football. And if I think their football views are not ones that I align with, then I'm not gonna watch their program. That's me. I do watch the Football Terrace because I think they have some people on there that have good views, and even Terry himself sometimes says some good stuff. I don't watch United Stand. I just think it's a bit too biased, and same with AFTV. I think it's got a lot of bias when it comes to the way they report things. But yeah, it's never a personal thing. It's just on a football level for me.
Yeah.
People get personal when they can't win the debate. That's the thing. It's never a personal thing. Like even with a gal and that situation.
Yeah.
He seems like a good guy. So I would, and he's Muslim religious. So
you see the thing about that guy, Egal, bruv.
Yeah.
He has like about 36,000 followers on YouTube.
Yeah.
You would think with that the amount of followers, like he will call out the bullshit for his club.
Yeah, he needs to.
And he doesn't. He
Yeah.
doesn't. He just saying the positive stuff, the PR stuff, the this and this. Arteta's gonna do this. Arteta's gonna do it. And when I know other fans are calling out the bullshit, AK knows. AK knows who I'm talking about. Shit, King was on my stream one night when one of those fans came on my stream. By the way,
Yeah.
King, I think you know who I'm talking about, right? So if you're a Gunners fan, you're an Arsenal fan, it's your responsibility to call out the BS if you have that big of an audience.
Yeah.
Don't lead the sheep to slaughter. You're just a part of the problem.
Exactly. So when you look at like the Mark Bridges, the Terry Flowers, the Eagles, it's just with their platforms, you just want them to tell the truth. But some of them don't. That's the thing. That's the reality of it. That because especially with people with big fan bases, and especially when they are kids as well, kids are very influenced. And if kids are influenced, then they'll fall for the traps of PR. And that PR trap allows people to say the worst kind of things and also go and attack legends of the club. Arsenal fans were attacking Henri for the things he was saying, but he
Yeah,
was
and
talking
Henry
truth.
Henry was speaking the truth. Like the other day,
100% facts.
Some United fans was getting mad at Roy Keane calling out Bruno. I'm like, good, that is
Yeah.
good. It needed to be said, especially from a legend, because I've seen Roy Keane play. People, I've seen him play. I probably haven't seen him live play, but I've seen him on TV when he was playing against Liverpool and everybody else. The standards as a captain, your standards need to be up here all the time, not flip flopping, not fluctuating. It needs to be up here. So yeah, come on, man, come on.
And thank you for that comment, Bush Baptiste. You guys
Yeah,
are amazing, great chat content, truthful, respect, funny. You guys should get a lot more views than them.
yeah,
It is what it is.
it is what
Things
it is.
happen
Bush
with time.
Baptiste, you know what I mean? When the time is right, it will happen. But me, I will
Keep it
rather
real. That's
stay
who we
true to
are.
myself and speak the truth than follow those little PR merchants for the clickbaits.
They
All the
tend to
clicks,
bully
all the
people when their
clicks.
views don't match when they say, and that's why I don't like them. They are like wolves hunting in packs. Yeah, yeah. But that's human nature to have that kind of mentality as well. I think it's that kind of crabs in a bucket kind of mentality that you get from some people. But it is what it is, really. There's nothing you can do. You just hope people are truthful, respectful in that way. And if
Yeah,
they aren't, and you see through it, then you just don't work with those people. You don't
yeah.
watch their channels.
And we're gonna put them in the bin.
Yeah,
Simple as that. Cause tomorrow I'm doing a stream with King, and and I'm supposed to have another person pull up on the stream tomorrow. By the way, guys, I add them in the group. I add them in the group. I add
yeah,
them in the group.
Uh,
You feel me?
I'll check.
Yeah, man. Like we try our best to be very transparent as possible. Like
honest.
we don't sugarcoat. Like we don't. When King speaks, he speaks the truth. He doesn't sugarcoat. When I speak, I speak the truth. I don't sugarcoat. When Alkavin speaks, he speaks the truth. He doesn't sugarcoat. When AK speaks, he speaks the truth. When none of us sugarcoat, because it makes no sense for us to do. What's the point of us lying to ourselves and lying to our audience? That
Yeah,
makes us hypocrites, you know?
yeah, yeah. That's why I watch you guys. Big up to
Appreciate
you as
that. Big
well.
up to you, man. Big up to you as well, man. You know what I mean?
But
Big up
that's
to you as
that's
well.
that's it. That's really it. That so for me, like when it comes to like my club, I listen. I'm okay and content with where we at. Do I think the transfers were good enough for us so far? No. I will say this: we haven't done what is necessary for me to say that we can compete with City and Liverpool next season. And for me, I want my team to win the league title within the next 2 years because I don't want to go 10 years without a title. If I go 10 years without a title, I'm gonna be pissed off. So for me, going into this tournament as well, put it this way: my players are gonna be tired next season. So if my players are gonna be tired next season, I'd rather them be tired and win the Club World Cup than be tired and have nothing to show for it. So for me, I need to win this tournament and then go on to the season and see what happens. Um, and I need trophies. That's what I want Maresca to do. I need him to win more trophies. And if you can get me a trophy or two, and if it's not a major, it is what it is. If I can get both the FA Cup, Carabao Cup, that will satisfy me for another season. And then the season after that, go for the league. That's the kind of I want to see progression. I don't care about no processes. I need to see progression. I need to see improvement. I need to see growth. I need to see our team get better year on year on year. And if the moment that doesn't happen is the moment that you lose your job. But for me, the people that I don't like the most are the sporting directors because they've put this kind of process through or this kind of whatever I don't know what this under 25 thing through. And if it doesn't work out, I need them gone first, then the manager, and then go from there and start again.
Sorry. Look at this, right? We was talking corrective criticism.
Yeah.
Corrective criticism the other night, right? King was there, and somebody comes in the chat because I think we was on subscriber only mode. By the way, King, I think we was on subscriber only mode, right? And I
Yeah.
feel like going forward, that's all I'm gonna do, just to get rid of these trolls out of my chat, right? Yeah. Comes in and say, "Oh, we're negative." We're like, "What? What you mean? Explain that we're negative. All you do is talk negative about the club." I said, "No, the hell we don't talk negative about the club." Can you know how in Arsenal fan base they got top gunners? You feel me? Top gunners. We have it in Man
You've got
United
top
too.
reds.
We got
You have
top
top
reds.
reds.
We got top reds. We got top reds. And I was gonna do a video about it. But I'm like, you know what? I'm not even gonna waste my time doing a video about these top reds. Can you know why? It's like I've seen my club. I seen my club win 10 Premier League titles. 10. 10. AK seen his club win like what? Six prems?
I would
Right, AK?
say, I would say like seven, yeah, 6 or 7 prems.
6 or 7. King, how many Premier League titles you seen your club lift?
5.
5. You see your club lift 2 Champions League. AK, you see your club lift 1 Champions League. I see my
A
club lift
treble,
one
a
Champions League.
treble on top of that. Russell, a treble plus plus two trophies on top of that. Yeah, a Club World Cup and a Super Cup.
Yeah. All of our club won those trophies. And you have somebody coming in the chat saying that I'm negative. I'm speaking bad about my club. But I want my club to go back to the certain standards where it's at. And I'm negative. It's because of people like that is why our club is like this. Settling for mediocrity is BS.
Mediocrity.
Mediocrity is bullshit. Come tell me.
Yeah, them freaking brown envelopes. Let me tell you that. Oh, but trust the process. Trust in Amarim.
So my thing is, y'all could call me negative all y'all want. I don't care. I do not care. I have standards for my club. Simple as that. Yes, Bush Baptist. That's what they call. That is
Exactly.
exactly what they call. That's exactly what they call.
Oh wait, Russell. On top of that, just before the treble, and just before the treble, and other two trophies on top of that, I've seen my club lift our first Premier League title in 44 years. I've seen my club win their first FA Cup in 44 years. I've seen my club dominate in the domestic circuit. Yeah, I've seen my club do a formidables. I've seen my club win the league on 100 points. I'm telling you, no big team in the country has won the league on 100 points. It was us. Get that right. It was us. Yeah? 100 points. We beat Liverpool. We beat Liverpool to that title on 100 points. Then I've seen my club finally, finally achieve the treble. Win the club. We won the Club World Cup and a Super Cup on top of that. And that's when our rise to the top, and our rise to be amongst the to be sitting in the table of champions. That's us. And I don't care if they want to talk about just City spend money. Oh, uh, yeah, but Pep should be sad. I mean, look, if you're a Real fan saying this, I get it. I get it because because you're so salty. I mean, look, not you, Russell, and not you, King. I respect both of you, man. All I'm just I'm just spreading the word to all these Prozac fans that watch the game on reels. Yeah, just on bloody reels they watch the game. Unlike us, who have watched this game for more than 20 plus years with our very own two eyes. Yeah? Just remember, I don't care what you bloody man say about my club. Yeah? We have suffered enough. Yeah? We have suffered enough to even come to this stage. Yeah? So, here's this. Here's this. We live rent free in your heads. You can keep crying all you want, bitch about it, moan about it. Oh, it's all right. It's all right. Don't worry. Yeah. If you want to keep crying, I can give you more tissues down. I can give you more tissues down from a local co-op. I can get you that. Don't worry about that. I'll get you more. Yeah. Keep
It
shedding
adds
your
the problem.
tears.
Yep.
Keep,
Yeah, they
Yep.
do.
yeah. Yeah. Keep shedding your tears. Yeah. Keep shedding your tears because next season, you man aren't ready for us. You man aren't ready for us next season. Even though we got knocked out of the Club World Cup, just remember, Premier League next season starts in August. Get ready. Get ready. And and if we win the league next season, get ready. Yeah? Get ready if we win the league next season. Because you are gonna be hiding in your freaking bed sheets all
Man
night
said bed sheet.
if we win the league. Remember that. I'm done.
That's hilarious. That's
I've heard
hilarious.
Liverpool fans moaning, saying everything's about the level of some fans' football knowledge.
Exactly, Baptists. Exactly, mate.
100%, 100%. That, to be honest, that's probably the best way to end this first episode of the Blue Coalition.
Yeah. But
Get ready for the season. Wait, go ahead.
before you end it, I might or might not do a reaction on that video, on that comment in that video based on how I feel. I might or might not do one because that should really bother the academy. I'm talking about the standards about my club, and you have some ramen gonna come in my chat and talk BS. I'm a genuine and true United fan. King is a genuine and true Chelsea fan. AK is a genuine and true City fan. Bush Baptist in the comment is a genuine and true Liverpool fan. And if any one of us want to talk shit about our club, because we've been watching our club play good football, and we've been watching our club to play shit football, and any of these ramens don't like what we got to say, then fuck off. Don't listen. Go listen to those PR trained mutants. Go listen to those PR trained mutants, man. If you don't want to hear the truth, don't come over here. Get the hell out of here, man.
Yeah, get that out. I mean, get that out. Yeah, and Russell, they better remember this. In here, we don't sugarcoat shit. We keep it fucking real here, yeah? And if you don't like it, go to Terry Flowers, go to AFTV, go to flippin' Mark Goldbridge, who I actually despise him a lot, yeah? Man can't keep my club's name out of his friggin' mouth. You know what? Good riddance to him, because
Bro, this is the
we will
thing.
keep winning.
When one of the Oasis brother, when the Oasis brother said something about him, I like that, bro. Mind your business, bro. Do you see me up here talking shit about certain clubs? No, I don't. If I lose to a club, fair is fair. We lost. Blah 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 blah. I'm not gonna hear moan and cry that we lost to City, huh? You see me moaning and crying? You see me moaning and crying that we lost to Chelsea? No, I was fuming at how we lost against Spurs, and I was fuming how we drew against Liverpool the second time we faced them, because to me I can still consider a draw a loss. I remember watching the games when Man United draw, they get booed. But if you boo people, oh no, it's so negative. You can't boo the players. They tried so hard. Blah 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 blah. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Utter woke nonsense. Russell,
Yeah.
it's utter woke nonsense. Remember that.
Yeah. Have you ever known a time when you want to slap your own fans' cheeks, not your rivals?
Yes.
That's a mad sentence, though. I'm gonna lie, slapping cheeks.
I know what he means. I know what he means. Though. I know what he means, but I know him. Remember, Bush Baptist is from the old school, bro. You feel me? So he's not gonna say like the new slang that we do. Bush Baptist is a proper Liverpool fan. You feel me? And he's a proper football fan. You know what I'm saying? He's from the old school, bro. This man been watching football before we were even a fucking thought. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. In terms of this question, yes. In terms of this question, yes. The time that I hated my own fans is when the ones that liked Poch.
Yo, Zahir, bless up Zahir.
Yo, Z.
Congratulations. Yeah, you
man's
yo, bro, listen, I just remembered. Hey, yo, I just remembered. Zahir wants you. Yo, Zahir wants to cook you, bro.
AZ, if you're free, you can jump in.
Zahir wants to cook you so bad. Yo, I just remembered Zahir wants to cook you so bad, bro.
And we got time, AZ. If you want to jump in, let me know.
If Zahir, if you want the link, we'll put the link. Oh!
Yeah.
Don't run! Why are you running?
Why are you running?
Why are you running? Yo, woo! My allergies, bruv. My allergies. Why are you running? Bruv? Yeah, I forgot about that, bro. Man is hiding his face with the mug.
Wait,
Yo,
you know where you can send them the link?
Sorry.
Were you muted, AK?
Sorry, man. My allergies.
Sorry about that. Hey, can you hear me
No,
now?
I forgot the minute I saw Zahir and we was on his stream, he said, No. I'm coming for AK. I am coming for AK. He must answer for his crimes. He was talking a lot of shit in my chat. Yo, why did you piss off the oil lord, bro? You
Wait,
know
what?
he lives in
Yeah, well,
Saudi. You know he's one of the
yeah,
oil lords.
well,
Wait, one of
yeah,
you
well,
send him
yeah,
the
well,
link.
yeah.
Send him the link.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um.
Well, King. To be honest, tell you what, King. To be honest, UAE oil lords don't like Saudi oil lords. Remember that. There's a rivalry.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's true. That is true as well. But there's always a rivalry in the Middle East as well with those guys because even the Qataris as well with PSG as well.
Yeah, the link you shared in the group is for the stream, right? Yeah, right.
No, the one I sent to you on WhatsApp.
Yeah, yeah, in the group. Yeah, no, that's not it. You didn't share it in the group.
No, that's not the one.
Oh, I
But
forgot. You shared the one you sent to me. My bad. I
yeah, the one
shared
I
it
sent
here
you.
now. I shared it here now. That's funny, bro.
We
That's
got
funny, bro.
we got show on our hands now, guys. Get ready. I'm about to get cooked by the man himself.
Yeah, send him the link. See if he
Come
wants
on,
it.
say.
You can jump
That's
in for a
funny.
bit.
That's funny, bro. Bro, that's funny. That's funny. That is funny.
We don't have oil in words, but
Yeah, sheep. Sheep.
Yo, bro, Bush Baptiste is hilarious. Yo, people, one thing
is
I noticed with Bush Baptiste,
That's
any stream
foolish.
that any stream, I noticed in my past few streams, this man is attention to details. When he comments, trust me, I read his comments, bro. His comments click, they make sense. You feel me? So trust me, people. When I say Bush Baptiste is an older head, but he knows his ball. He knows more about all of our clubs. All of our clubs. And, thi-
he does.
and
He
this is what
does.
I say, bro. This is why I say more older heads need to be on this app to educate these little ramen new fans. Because these little
100%.
new fans are starting to piss me off, bro. They didn't respect the generation before us. Bush Baptiste could tell you every single detail about our clubs. Do you think these new
I can
fans know? Hell no.
and Russell as a noisy neighbor. And I'm telling you, as a noisy neighbor, I still even
Touch my sheet. You can.
remember. I'm still even remember the old moments. Yeah, the old moments and all this and all the Manchester derbies. In those times that we have faced each other, and there were some good moments and there were some bad moments. But you know what? That's called a flippin' rivalry. Yeah, you new age fans. There's no hugging, there's no shit and all that. But hello, there's something called rivalry. There's something called a derby. Yeah, get this straight. It's a derby. We go fucking head to head with one another. Even ask King as well. Ask King as well. I mean, look, Chelsea versus Arsenal,
Hey,
Battle of
Zahir, I
London.
send the
It's
link.
always a
I send the
derby.
link to your Instagram, Zahir. The link is in your Instagram. I just check your Instagram, bro. I just shared it to your Instagram.
There
Just
you
share
go,
the link to
Papi.
your Instagram. Okay,
I respect that.
you hear that? You hear that? And a Liverpool fan is saying he knows Roy Keane is an animal, right?
Yeah.
And I take that as a compliment. And when I was on Alfie's stream the other day, and I was explaining to Alfie that some fans don't even know who that is. They think Roy Keane is just some pundit. Get the fuck out of here, bruv.
Yeah. Holland is a beast.
Yeah,
Robbie Fowler was cold. Drogba, yeah, man.
yep,
Listen,
yep.
all of our clubs have had elite talent. There's been elite talent in each of them. But that's the thing. That's why you got to be a football fan first before your club. You know,
Exactly.
because you miss out on some great footballers.
Yeah, if Zahir's in the chat, still in the chat watching, I say, ah,
Oh, shit.
Amir,
Wait. Don't
Amir.
start. Hold on. Do not start. Don't
I'm
start.
so
Don't
aware.
start.
I'm sorry. I'm drinking
Don't
AK
start.
drink. Bro.
Don't
So
no
don't worry
no
about me.
no no wait. Don't start. Don't start.
Uh-oh. Oh, shoot. Man United represent.
All right.
Anyway. No, actually, you know what? I didn't even want to do this, but AK is making me do it. You know, it's. I was being
What did
humble.
I even flipping do to you? Tell
Oh,
me.
no, yeah. Whatever. No, you don't shut your mouth. One second. Right? So here's the first of all, get your facts straight. Like the rivalry ain't that deep, by the way. Yeah, like I don't like Al Hilal, for example, don't like Al Ain. That's why I hate watching them. But again, it's football. It's not that as deep as in Europe. The rivalry like that. Like get to a point which our rivals in Saudi Pro League just before I begin. Yeah. They are willing to support the country more than have a rivalry for them. It's mad. But anyway, AK, bro. I just wanted to clarify that. But so you were saying hold that, and it's just the beginning and all this stuff during my watch along. You know, when we had Liam on my own stream and he was with you on another stream yard with Gio and Alfie and that, only to lose 4-3, bro. How? And by the way, we led against you 3 times. You only led against us once in the first half. That in itself is an embarrassment, bro. For Manchester City, bro. You know what I mean? Listen, maybe we are the real oil merchants. I mean, we're the ones that we're the oil refinery merchants. We're the ones that find oil and give it all across to the Middle East. So maybe we are the real oil merchants, and I'll embrace it. No problem. Aramco, bro, greatest oil refinery company. Go search that up. You know what I mean? So hey, bro, listen. There's levels to this game, bro. There's levels to this game. By the way, can I ask you a question, bro? Like, what's going on with Ruben Diaz and Guardiola, bro? These guys allowing the defense to be so wide open that even Marcus Leonardo can bag 2 goals. Crazy. So Ederson, bro, is he one of the best goalies in the world, bro? Letting Leonardo score 2 goals. But listen, bro, AK, your attack may look good, bro, but I, I will say this, bro. You know, when you're playing old heads and not capitalizing on opportunity in the first half, at the end, you know, you're just gonna be run ragged. You know what I mean? And that's what happened, bro. Like man, it got to a point. Rangers is getting run ragged by Milinkovic Savic in that, and Ruben Neves in that, bro. Maybe you need him in your midfield. I don't know. Maybe you need Koulibaly in your defense, even though he's not the best defender I've ever seen since Napoli days. But maybe you need him. Maybe you need Hassan Tambek, even though he didn't play. Bro, can I tell you? We beat you, and we didn't have Mitrovic nor what's his name, Salim Dosri. We didn't have neither of them, bro. And we still beat it. Bro, big Manchester City, you know. Big Manchester City spending all the bags for club. Where was Sherky, brother? Why didn't he play, bro? The point I want to make is Inzaghi is just better than Pep today, bro. That's exactly what I want. My manager, bro. You know what I mean? Inzaghi, best manager in the world. And I've been saying this for time. So whoever wants him, come get him. But make sure you pay 26 million euros a year. Otherwise, it's going to be long. So, yeah, man. Enjoy it. Now we're going to go to the quarterfinal, play Fluminense. You know what I mean? And what's probably going to happen is we should win. And then we get Chelsea and or Palmeiras if we make it there, which we can discuss that in the future if we both make it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely discuss it.
But realistically speaking, City was our hardest path and we won. So, but AK, you know what? I don't have anything against you. I'm not gonna act like somebody else that would call you out like mad. No, I'm not gonna do that. But one thing I'm gonna tell you, my friend, is I was actually saying we're gonna lose 2-0. I thought you're gonna suffocate us, and that's what you did first half. You just did it with the wrong players, and you paid the price, bro. You paid the price. Be careful what you wish for when you chat so much shit during the game, innit? When you chat so much shit during the game, bro, you're just gonna pay the price, bro. You're just gonna pay the price. Chat shit, get banged once, Jamie Vardy said, bro. Yeah, chat shit, get banged, bro. Maybe you need to be sent to Dubai and rest, bro. Maybe that's what you need to do. Just go to Dubai. Actually, not Dubai, Abu Dhabi. Abu Dhabi is where your home is anyway. May as well go rest over there. So, hey, levels to this game, man. You rest in Abu Dhabi. I'll continue trying to compete for this tournament. Thank you very much, brother. Real oil merchants in the building. That's it, bro. Levels
Yeah,
to this
yeah,
game. Levels to this game.
yeah. Fairs for AK staying there and taking the cooking. Fairs to AK. If he didn't run, he didn't fall. You know, he's not a plastic. You know what I mean? Fairs to AK. Let me take off the shades in the dark.
I wasn't even that ruthless, by the way, because
Yeah, no, I know, I know, I know.
I wasn't even that ruthless, bro. That's just, you know what it is, bro. Like the fact that I didn't even expect us to win and we won, and at the same time I'm getting called out when it's. I think at the time it was a draw.
Yeah.
Like crazy, AK, crazy work, bro. Crazy. What was your intention in call? What did you think you were gonna win? All and over.
I mean, look, like I've said earlier on today's episode, that if it wasn't for our leaky defense, if it wasn't for our leaky defense, if it wasn't for Edison being a fucking statue, then at least our defense would have done the work. We should have scored 4 goals in the first half and just defended the whole of the second half.
Mhm.
Bro, I'm not
That's a
gonna
Yeah,
good
lie.
but
point.
yeah, but I'll
He-
tell you,
The fact that
Yeah,
yeah,
Malcolm
but
and
yeah,
yeah.
Leonardo running, bro, Kyle Cesar as well, bro. My God, bro. Bro, I'm sorry, Inzaghi is just the best manager in the world. I've been saying this for that Champions League final for me. I think Al Hilal played a big role in them losing that final, bro. Go check your news. Go check your Italian news, your Saudi news. Hell, our CEO even said the guy agreed to join Al Hilal from like Lazio and Inter game, bro. So listen, the truth shall set you free, man. Listen, he snaked Inter, but he snaked Inter for me, so it's a W. It is what it is, bro. Listen, man, levels to this game, man. You offer the Masaraf, you show intent, boom, they pull up, bro. I just wish my other club did the same. But yeah, it is what it is.
yeah, well, yeah, but I'll tell you what's here. To be fair, of course, Bayern have clueless fat heads in that board.
Oh
Starting
yeah,
with starting with Max Erbel, who, of course, I mean, like, look, I'm no
Griffin looking
Bayern
MF
fan,
as
but
well.
look, I'm no Bayern fan, but I'm telling you this, I'm telling you, them man just need to get a retirement home and just chug on that Oktoberfest beer, bro, because it ain't working out.
Yeah, nah, I hear it, bro. No, but back to Al Hilal, man. No, but back to Al Hilal. I'm still, I'm still shocked. I'm still in cloud. There is news that we got in a striker already for the
Oh,
remainder of
which
the
striker?
season. Abdul Razak Hamdallah.
Okay, okay.
We
Who do
got
you
him
think is
in
going to go
on
further, Al Hilal or Bayern?
Al Hilal, I think.
Do you think you can go all the way to the final with Al Hilal?
Here's the thing. I feel like we can go all the way to the final, and with Bayern, I think they lose to PSG.
So here's a question for you. If Bayern and Al Hilal get to the final, who are you rooting for?
Oh my God, I hate this question.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. Because we know your heart is in Al Hilal, and we know your heart is in Bayern. So you
If
have
I
to
had to
choose.
pick one, if I have to pick a slight allegiance, I have to go with Hilal.
You have to what?
Hilal, I have to.
Hilal. Okay.
Although I have to admit,
Hilali! Oh,
and I will tell you this, I feel like if Al Hilal made the final, if there was one or two teams in that other side of the bracket that I think Al Hilal can beat, or not, is Bayern and Dortmund. I think both, because the problem with Dortmund and Bayern, the defense is still leaky, bro. Still so leaky. I like it's gonna be same problem as Man City. It may be even worse. And I'm saying this as a Bayern fan. So yeah, but if it's against Real Madrid, we'll give them a game again, but Madrid will find a way. If it's against PSG, I think PSG will beat us. I think realistically speaking, I think PSG has this tournament on lockdown. I think PSG is gonna win the entire tournament. I think they'll beat Bayern. Bayern will give them a run, but PSG will just win at the end. Um, I think they'll beat Madrid because I think Madrid will beat Dortmund. Um,
Mm.
and then I feel like by the time they get to the final, I would imagine it's us. Hell, I don't even know. Here's the thing with Kings Club. I don't know how if they're gonna do a job on Palmeiras or not. And if they do, I don't know. Like Chelsea for me is one of them unpredictable teams. You don't know what you're gonna get. Like they have quality, but I feel like in the final third, decision making is off. I don't know what you're thinking, but that's what I gather when I watch your club play.
Yeah. Is that's the thing for we make a lot of chances, but we never really take them. Even in our last game, you could see that we made a hell of a lot of chances before even the game got postponed. It's just decision making, the ability to make the right choices as well. That's the major thing as well, and I think sometimes the formations that Enzo Maresca uses doesn't suit the best of the player. Especially last game, we had Palmer playing on the left wing. I don't think he's comfortable in that position.
On
Me
the right,
personally,
yeah.
yeah, he's better on the right or down the middle. So it just depends on what formation we use and how we play against these teams. Because we have the ability to get all the way to the final. Will we? That's the bigger thing. I need us to. I want us to because I'm trying to get as much money as possible. Plus, I want to win the tournament. And with the teams on our side, I think Al Hilal's probably the only one that I'm like really worried about. I mean, respect to the two Brazilian teams, but
I think
we bought their best player in terms of Palmeiras, and he's coming with us. So imagine this: you get their best player, and then they beat you in this tournament.
man,
You can't allow that to happen.
yeah,
Can't
yeah,
allow
yeah,
that to happen.
that's mad, bro. But the thing is for me, with our side of the bracket, King is like you see our opponent Fluminense. Apparently, they're the worst Brazilian team in the competition.
Yeah,
Uh, that's what I heard. When I watched them play Dortmund, I was not moved. I was really not moved. I know that they scored against Inter Milan twice and they had pounds, but that Inter wasn't good. Um, I'll be honest. And we took their manager, like so. Now we have. I actually think we fare well against Fluminense. It's just a matter of will they be as fit as because we put our all against Man City. We gave our all against City. I feel like, especially after first half. So yeah, that's the only thing I have to question. But then when we get to Palmeiras/Chelsea, now it's going to be more competitive. But then even then, come down back to my point. If we can beat Man City, why can we not do the job against the other two guys? That's
yeah.
my opinion. Or less. That's that's the way I think. And also on top of it, we have Inzaghi. I feel like Inzaghi can navigate. I've never seen a manager. And okay, you to correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, when you in the first half, when you guys had majority of the ball, there was a few times in which we would try to we'd start to attack, but we'd not make the
Yep.
most out of it. Poor crosses. There was one from Cancelo, one from and there was one shot blocked that from Diaz, I think. Right? I think Inzaghi noticed that there was gaps in your back line, and he decided to screw it. Let's have a go at them. Screw it. And he has a go at them, and next thing you know, boom. You know what I mean? Two goals. One from transition from the corner, and the other one was it looked. I'm not gonna lie, Cancelo cross blocked, and that seemed a bit fugazi. Like both Leonardo's goals seems fugazi, so it is one of them. But and then that Koulibaly had it as well. Brilliant. So yeah,
Don't even
listen.
get me started. Don't get me started on Koulibaly, bro. That header, I'm telling you, head, I was
Yeah,
literally seething.
Al
I
told me
was
to be aware
literally
of set pieces.
seething when Koulibaly headed that goal. Edison was doing nothing. He wasn't even moving an inch. That guy just stood like a freaking statue on goal. I lost my shit.
Hey, by the way, if that's how he's gonna play if he moves to Al Ittihad, I'm all in for it, bro. Let him go to Al Ittihad. Because remember, Al Ittihad, we play them twice a year, maybe more. So I'm in for it, bro.
Oh, is that where he's linked to? He's linked to Saudi.
He's linked to Saudi. Yeah, he's linked to Al Ittihad, I believe.
That could
Or
happen. That could happen.
Al Ittihad and the Nasr, as far as, but I think more so. Is it more so Al Ittihad, AK?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
Yeah, more so Al
the
Ittihad.
link,
Yeah.
the links are more to Ittihad and Nasser.
Yeah, because I remember Al Nasr recently said they're looking to just start Nawaf Al-Agadi for them, and they have Bento. I mean, at Ittihad, they have Rajkovic, but I don't know what's happening with him. Um, I think they can upgrade the goalkeeper department. So even though he's had an okay season, but yeah,
Oh yeah. By the way, man, them congratulations to Alfie on his 1,000K subs. You feel me? Congratulations.
Oh,
Not
Oh, he got
Alfie.
it.
Zahir. Sorry.
Oh,
What
Zin.
am I calling you? Sorry. Congratulations
what was
to
that?
Zahir.
The guy's not even
on-
here, bro.
Sorry, but I think Zahir know who I'm talking about too. By the way, but congratulations to Zahir on 1,000 sub. That is not easy to achieve. That is very difficult. That is very
man.
difficult to achieve. But
Yeah.
congratulations, and also King.
yeah. Keep up the grind
Congratulations
here.
on getting
Keep
45
up the grind.
subscribers,
Keep up
bro.
the grind, my J.
Yep.
Yeah.
Congratulations on 45 subscribers. You get me? And
Yeah.
also, man, them, I am pushing towards to get 890 subs. I am pushing to get that, and inshallah, it will happen.
Yeah.
will
We
happen.
need to push. We need to push for people to be demand them, bro. So
Yep.
but yeah, listen, I have to go. I just want to stop by to have a little bit of my fun.
No worries.
You
Alright.
know, it's fun.
You did. Well done. You cooked me. You cooked me. Well done.
Yo, listen. At least he didn't.
No,
He didn't run.
okay. The whole moral of the story is when I'm being nice and you're chatting shit, then to lose, you have to hold it, brother. I was being nice, bro. I
I
said
held
you're gonna
it.
beat us. Okay.
I held it. Simple as that.
No,
I didn't even chat one single false narrative when you were cooking me. I took it, and before you came in, I was spewing the truth behind our
By the
entire
way,
performance in the
I
second
have to
half.
say Pep Guardiola, but can I just say Pep Guardiola? I mean, by the way, but how all of a sudden did Ballon d'Or winning Rodri get subbed off after getting subbed on? What like man by the way, Ballon d'Or winning got ran ragged by Hilal. Crazy, bro. I find that mad.
And
But I'll be honest, Eki, you know what I think City needs to do? Whenever you start, whenever you play a big game, yeah, Pep needs to understand. He needs to start Sherki, Reinders, and he needs to start. I mean, Foden depends how he will play, but it looks like he's doing a job. So you may as well start them three in the middle. You may, bro. If I was a Man City fan, that's what I would recommend. Because the
Yeah.
problem is, in all due respect, right? Bernardo Silva and Gundogan in the midfield, and then Rangers trying to have to do so much because the other two are limited. Everyone in that midfield was going to get absolutely finished by the following half, and that's what happened. Like we just smelled blood, bro. We smelled blood in second half, and from there, your midfield dying, bro. Obviously, with Rodri coming on, shamelessness aside, I know he's injury this, injury that, but if that's the case, like what was the point of bringing him on? You know what I mean? So yeah, I feel like you have a midfielder and defender issue. Obviously, you'll say Ederson, but I feel like the bigger problems is you need to start your midfielders that are recommended, in my opinion. And I feel like your defenders, I think Diaz and Guardiola are good. Don't get it twisted. I think they're very good. The problem is they need more than just them two. They need way more than them two.
you
And
know
you need
what,
a right
Zaid?
back.
Yeah, sorry, Zaid. Sorry to interrupt, but then I was talking about our two new signings at our defense. I mean, like they should have been given the chance. So I'm talking about Kusanov and Vitesse. They should have played. I'm telling you,
Yeah, but
they should have
Victor
played at
Reis
the
is
back.
not good enough, in my opinion. I don't think Victor Reis is good enough, in my opinion. But that's just me. I don't know. You watch him more than me, but the one time I watched him against Wydad, I thought he was shit.
but I'll tell you what. If not Richard Hayes, at least instead of Matheus Nunes at right back, we should have kept in Kusanov. We should have got
Yeah,
him in because
I think
Kusanov is
Kucherov,
a
by the way,
crazy.
following him for Uzbekistan, I know he's good. I know he's good. But I think you need to sign somebody else in the market. You need to sign somebody else.
Yeah, we do, and I'm telling you, and yeah, Zay, that's what I was saying to King earlier. That I know that the summer is not over yet, but if you have to complete our summer transfer, we have to get in a new goalkeeper and a right back and possibly a new center back, in my opinion,
Yeah.
just to like reinforce that defense.
No, I hear it, man. Yeah, man. But yeah. Also, one last question. Did you guys hear? Did you guys start hearing this whole talk about all of a sudden, oh, City are the true winners out of this because they get more rest. This competition meaningless.
No, that's
Like,
foolish. That is
No,
foolishness.
I
It's
was gonna
foolishness.
say, like what, like some people have been, because I've been scrolling through my TikTok and all this stuff, and some people have
Yeah.
been saying that, and I'm like, you guys, are you guys that ignorant? Like, are you guys that petty? You're not in the competition,
Yeah.
like I heard gold scumbag say it, and all them, man, and I'm like, bro, crazy. That's
No, it's
crazy.
never that. Any tournament you're in, you want to win it. You can
That's what
see
I'm
that City
saying.
is
yeah,
winning.
That's what I'm
yeah,
saying, bro. Like,
yeah,
don't get it twisted, man.
Zahir, Zahir. When you mentioned goals come back, as a United fan, I despise that guy. With
Oh
every
yeah, I know
fiber
you.
in my
I'm
body.
aware. All competent United fans do. I am aware. Trust me, I am aware. Nobody likes the guy.
But, bro, let me tell you something. I saw him in New York the other day. Bro, it took everything out of me not to go page this guy. I really wanted to press him. I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to stoop to his level of stupidity.
Oh yeah. By the way, I understand. Like, trust me. If I saw Zani, I would want to do, but I know in reality I'm not gonna do, because I won't set on site. But in reality, like, I ain't doing. You know what I mean? It's just, bro.
It's not
The
worth
thing
it.
is, exactly, it's not worth it. It's not worth the mashakil and all. I know.
Yeah.
But maybe if you ever chat to me, you question him and all that shit. That's one thing. But the thing is, anyway, the point I wanted to make is the people that say that there's not. I'll be real. At this rate, you're the pettiest scum I've ever, like, watched in my life. Like, in all due respect, like, I get it. The tournaments, these tournaments starting, these players don't get rest. Blah 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 blah. We've complained about it. Khalas. There's no point in us complaining. Just deal with it. Deal with it, bro. You know what I mean? And I'm pretty sure all clubs that's involved will want to win the money, bro. Even our club, not like we don't have money, but then again, it'd be better if we won the money, so we can use our money elsewhere rather than just transfers and whatever. Like, I don't think people think about that with our club as well. By the way.
Yo, let me ask you this question. In Saudi, do you guys have like FFP and PSR?
No.
No, they don't. They don't. Saudi league doesn't have all this
No,
nonsense.
we don't have
Unlike
FF.
our league.
Bro. But this is why I think, bro. In my opinion, I think FFP and all these rules are dumb. If you have the money, spend it.
It's a
Yeah.
sham.
It is. It is. And the thing about it as well is it stops teams from growing. Like, if you look at Newcastle with their owners, imagine if they were able to spend the money. You could have another team, another big team.
But
coming
you know what
through.
it is, King. They're crying about competition, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I had an argument with my friend today, right, about Bayern München, and he brought
Yeah.
up with Al Hilal as well. Buying player from your own league, this, and this. I'm like, there is no way you can. And I was rattled when he said this, yeah. And I said, all due respect, Habibi, like, let's be honest, yeah. The fact that you care about the league being competitive and not about your team winning, you're a fucking loser.
Oh yeah,
I'm
it's
sorry,
always
bro.
Oh
team
yeah, of
first.
course.
It's always
Oh
team
yeah,
first. Yeah.
exactly.
Exactly. But King, this is the thing. I get we're football fans. I understand. But at the same time, when you're a football fan, you're supporting your club. When you support your club, you care about the game looking better at the expense of your team, or do you care about your team winning at the expense of the league? I personally would rather win in the expense of the competition, honestly, because it tells me personally, factually, that we are the best of the best. Now,
Yeah.
obviously, we are the best of the best in Germany. I'm not gonna lie. In Europe, I mean, we're one of the elitist of clubs. I think I would say we're number. You can argue two or three. I would say we're three more so because I think Real Madrid and Barcelona are the two clubs with stature and what they've won as a whole. All these things accounted, you would say Barcelona is above us just. But I think we're three, bro. I think we're above all Premier League club. Liverpool, Man United. Like I get Man United have fans, but the thing is with Man United, when you look at their trophy count, it's a lot for England, but it's not a lot like compared to the other three clubs I mentioned. I think
Yeah.
that's what.
I think Liverpool and United maybe have a shout for that third spot, but it just depends on what you value more, really.
Yeah, but you see, Man United and Liverpool fans, what they value, and I have this argument a lot with these two fan bases. They value winning Premier Leagues more than Bundesliga, so they'll just say by default they're bigger. The problem, I mean, and it's a bigger problem with Liverpool fans than Man United fans, in my opinion, because Liverpool and Bayern have 6 Champions League each. Whereas with Man
Yeah.
United, you can make the argument that they have three, we have six. We have like double their Champions Leagues. Like it's a bigger issue with Liverpool. But
Correct me.
that's
How
why I
many?
think Liverpool's bigger
Your version of the Champions League? Because y'all Al Hilal is the Real Madrid of the Saudi League. How many Champions League y'all have?
four.
4. Okay, all
We have the
right.
most. No, but the thing is for me, I just feel like fans when they look at what club is bigger, I feel like they're more focused on like, listen, I know in Islam we value like certain things in life, I get it, but in football, like that has nothing to do with you know what I mean. Like in football, you have to value success. That's
Yeah.
my point. That's my point. Um, like I think and it doesn't matter what type of success it is. It's success. It's in the cabinet, bro. Like when people judge you guys for
Yeah,
winning
that's
Conference League,
true.
if you didn't win the
Mm.
Conference League, they would troll you. If you win the
Yeah.
Conference League, they troll you. Where do you go from here? I understand
Yeah.
you don't want
You
to
just
be
win
there,
what
but
you're
you're
in.
in, you have to win it, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're in it, you win it. And also when
Same
it
with
comes
Russell.
to
Same with you, Russell. When you lost that Europa League final,
Yeah.
I'm sure you were livid that you
Bro,
lost it to
bro,
Juve.
bro. King could tell you he was there. The man them when it was Alcavin stream, bro. I lost it. None of them men spoke for 20 minutes. I went on a rant for 20 minutes, bro. So trust me, bro. I know. I
No,
know.
but this is my point. Like if you're in it, you have to take it serious. Just because you're
Yeah.
not, and this is why Arsenal are a bunch of losers. Because Arsenal, they don't value these competitions. They think they can go for the big ones, and then they lose them all. Losers. Nobody cares.
yeah.
Let me tell you this, right? The most difficult tournament outside of Saudi, right? And Zahir, you know this for a fact. Your club won it 6 friggin' times. My club won it 3 times. I only seen us lift it once. King seen his club lift it twice. AK seen his club lift it once, right? Champions League, and Bush Baptist in the comments seen his club lift it 6 times. Champions League is the most difficult tournament to win. You know why? Real Madrid is always there. Real Madrid is always there. Yes, they wasn't there this season. But bro, one thing I know about the the Real Madrid, if I said that correctly, bro, they always
Remontada.
come back. It's the most difficult tournament to win. Period, bro. If you and I tell some Arsenal fans, the biggest trophy for y'all is beating Real Madrid. That's the biggest trophy for y'all.
Yeah, but listen. It may be listen. credit to them for beating Madrid. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
take that.
Yeah.
At the same time, though, why are you acting like it's over from there? It's not over from there. This is why we like trolling Arsenal Football Club. It's because they think beating Real Madrid is enough. Okay, so yes, gloat about it. I gloat about beating Arsenal because they chat about my club only to lose. But we then focus on the next path. The season we beat Arsenal, I'm like, haha, beat Arsenal, haha. You know what I did next? I'm like, yeah, we're screwed against Real Madrid now.
Yeah, and they were screwed against PSG. But also, I wanted to go back to your point on league titles. I think it's disingenuous to consider the Premier League to be much more important than other league titles because the Premier League wasn't always the best league in Europe
Syria
for
at
most.
one point.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Serie
but
A.
it's the marketing. It's the marketing.
Yeah, but that's the thing. But fans don't understand that the Premier League's not always been the best league, so it doesn't make our league title the most important. You want to know what English football is? It's 4-4-2, lump it, slump it, big man, little man football. There's better
PMP.
football.
PMP, bro.
PMP, lump it, slump it football. Get it in the mixer. You know, throw-ins. You know, there was Stoke. Stoke pretty much. They put their whole thing around about the long throw-ins, corners, free kicks, just getting it into the mixer and see what you can do. That's what English football was. It wasn't style. It wasn't this top quality football. It took guys coming from Europe to make it better. It took Arsene Wenger. It took Jose. It took guys like Pep to come into the league to make the football better over time.
Yeah.
But people say, "Oh, the Premier League's the best league." It hasn't always been like that. And that's why, if you look at the England national team, they haven't won a trophy since 1966. Why? Because of the style of football.
Bro,
There's places with better football.
and to educate, just to educate some non-knowing nobodies about football, the year when they won that World Cup, by the way, one of our holy trinities lift that World Cup trophy. Anybody knows his name?
Go on.
George Best, a Ballon d'Or winner. No, not George Best. Sorry, Sir Bobby Charlton. Sir Bobby Charlton. Sir Bobby Charlton, a Ballon d'Or winner, won that World Cup for England, right? And they played against I forgot the name of the team they
Germany.
played against.
They played against Germany. They played against Germany. What's Germany?
Yes, yes, right. So when I tell people that England to win for England to win the World Cup, they need to take from day one, from the jump, they need to take it serious. No individualism from players. No, from day one, as the entire team as a whole need to play as an elite unit to win it. Garrett Stinkgate going to two finals to do what? Lose. So
yeah, nobody cares.
No, and nobody cares. People care about the winners, not the losers, the winners. So the moral of the story, right? It's people. It's the winners they care about, not the losers. The winners, not the runners up.
Yeah, and with this Club World Cup as well, the winner of it, the inaugural version of this one, they're going to be in the history books. And for the next 4 years, you're going to have it on your chest. So I know AK right now is upset because he probably wanted to win that. He wanted that crest on his chest.
He lost it. He lost it now.
Yeah.
He lost it.
He's lost it now. He's lost it now. And now the team that's going to have that on there for 4 years for 4 years can say they're the best club in the world. And no one's going to say nothing to them. And you know, some football fans, they can be shameless when they win things. So it's going to be a long day. If Ziyech's team Al Hilal wins it, he's going to be shameless for 4 years
I'm saying,
straight.
Bro, I'll be real. I'm pushing Saudi League agenda more than Ronaldo did. If that happens,
bro. And another
I'll
thing,
be real.
right?
If that happens, I'm pushing the Saudi League agenda more.
Bro. And another thing, I already said, I live in America. MLS is shit. Saudi League is better. I happened to watch one Saudi League game with a friend of mine because he gets all these freaking channels. Don't ask me how, but man's get all the channels in Saudi at some mad hours too, right? Because I'm like, nah, bro. But anyway, it goes to show you, if Al Hilal drew with Real Madrid and put Man City in a cliff, goes to show you the pedigree of players that they have homegrown and the pedigree of players they get from overseas. And I'm telling you, man, them put MLS in the bin, because the minute Messi leaves Inter Miami, because Messi is the reason why Inter Miami went up in value. The minute they leave, you're gonna go back in the
They're gonna
shitter.
plummet, yeah. You think he leaves, by the way?
I think he'll leave, yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I had this conversation with Ahmad BYT. I actually think him going to Barca is a good thing for him. Get
Say it
some
again?
miles. Barcelona, Messi at Barcelona.
Going back to Barcelona.
Maybe
Yeah.
as a coach, if he
Maybe
wants
as
to
a
go back as a
coach, but
coach.
no,
No. I mean it as a player, bro. I think he can. I think he has like 1 or 2 years left in him.
Yeah, but I feel like a player like that, you don't want to see him the way he is now to go back, because you're gonna be thinking of the Messi that was at Barcelona, not this
Yeah,
one.
but you know what it is.
Ankara Messi.
But you know what? But when I saw him ball out,
Messi.
when I saw him ball out against PSG of all teams, bro, you put him in the 10, let's say, you can get, like, obviously don't play him on the wing or anything. Play him as a 10, drop back, win the ball, try to create, bro. He can still do something, man. He can still, bro. And he has Lamine Yamal. They're getting Nico Williams. By the way, I'm giving this advice to a team I despise. However,
Wait a minute.
but if we're being objective, because I'm an objective guy, I think Messi at Barcelona would cook. Yes.
Maybe. Big up you, day 19.
Of
Yeah,
hating
I
on
know.
the World Cup.
Yeah, day 19 of hating on it. I hear that.
But anyway, guys, I'm gonna have to go. I
All
just
right,
want to
worries.
chat with y'all a bit.
And Zay, before you leave, if you do, I'm telling you, Zay, if you do manage to face Real Madrid in the final, please beat them, bro. Look,
Let us beat Fluminense first, man. Let us beat Fluminense first. Let's beat Fluminense. And then the rest follows, man. It's game by game, man.
yeah, I mean,
Like, I know I'm saying what I'm saying,
Yeah.
but we still have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to
Anyway.
win your
yeah,
game
and
head.
Zay,
Anyway.
one more
Yeah.
thing. If Al Hilal does win the Club World Cup, I'm telling you, I will have this man I will have this man on every show in my background, because he plays in the Saudi League as well.
To be fair, they won the AFC Champions League Elite. So
Yeah,
I
that's what. Yeah, AFC Champions League. Here we go.
By the
Yeah,
way,
I told you,
if
Mahrez
he's
won a trophy.
his team's gonna be in the next edition because they won the AFC Champions League this year. It's done. They're gonna be in it. So we have another Saudi team. We actually have to win the competition.
Yeah.
Life's gonna be harder for us now, that competition, to qualify to that. But anyway, guys, take care.
Yeah, man. Take care.
Please, thank you for
Hey,
jumping
take
on.
it,
Yeah.
Zay.
Please, yeah. Yeah, man. That was a good show, Bryce. Really good show.
Good show,
Really
man.
good show.
Past the when it's lose. Yeah, that is true. Like FA, I feel like FA Cup's the most fun competition just because anyone can beat anyone. The magic
It's
of the
the
cup,
it's the oldest competition too.
yeah, it needs more respected, but teams start to disrespect it.
Yeah.
You saying the Ezzy sign is starting to look more real. Yeah, I think you're gonna get him and Noni Madweki. So thank you for the 50 M's.
Man said,
And-
thank you for the 50 M's.
Yeah, I think that's what's gonna. I think you're gonna sign them two and a striker. I don't know what striker, but it'll probably be Sesko. But we'll see. We'll see. But this has been a great first episode of the Blue Coalition. AK got cooked by Zir. Obviously, the team that you lost to. That was impromptu. We were meant to finish like half an hour ago.
Yo, because bro, I forgot. I'm like, wait a minute. Zahir said he wanted to pull up. So and it goes to show, this goes to show you show you what we do things different. We don't copy nobody. We just go with the flow.
Exactly.
Yeah. Remember, Arsenal got Kepa, the game changer. Yep.
Yeah.
We need Nicholas Jackson.
Jackson.
That's another 50 M's. Thank you. But yeah,
Yep. So
this
yo,
has been
yo,
the Blue Coalition, and we're out.
and we're out, and also tomorrow, people, we and King will be live
Oh
on
yes, yes.
from the stands pod we'll be live, and we have Alfie, an Arsenal fan, that's gonna pass through. He's gonna share his thoughts and share his opinions.
Yeah,
Gosh.
yeah, definitely. And we're
And
out.
before you, and also guys, smash up the likes, subscribe. If you want real content, if you want real fun, come on here.
Yeah, and this is going to be a weekly show every Wednesday, same time. Gonna be me and AK, and then obviously we're gonna have some special guests as well. Obviously,
Mhm.
Rasta's on this one. But yeah, we'll see what
Yeah, so,
happens
so so
next.
guys, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, keep your notifications active, live, and mobile. We
Hundred
will
percent.
be there, guys.
We will be there, and we're out.
Yep.
Peace.
Peace.